Ernest Hemingway is a very
I've heard the
well-known
name. I've heard the name before, but I don't know what he did or who he is.
He wrote War and Peace.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here we go. So what does that mean for me?
I'm making it because you made a Flemmy sound, and I said, "Who are you? Who are you?" Ernest Flemingway. That was all.
Yeah, but what does that mean for me?
Nothing.
What does that mean for me, Octo? Boom, boom, boom. I'm just gonna take my shoes off.
Hurry up.
My shoes.
Nice shoes.
I'm breaking in. Those are the wedding shoes. I'm breaking them in.
You wore your wedding shoes just to the office today?
I'm breaking them in. I'm sorry. Does that offend you?
No, it's just surprising.
Does that? Are you assuming my fashion identity?
Oh, I don't assume too much.
Are you having a good time? Here. Okay, time to take first big swig of cold brew iced black coffee.
Gross.
It's not cold enough yet, so it was kind of gross. Okay.
I thought you made...
So we left off. This is like the Faron region, I believe.
Yeah, we're in the south. We're heading down.
Yeah, we were heading down to a shrine that was over there, I think.
Yeah.
It's I kind of want to climb though. At least like here, and then maybe like jumpy. You know. Oh well then.
No mistake. I guess he didn't write War and Peace. I thought he wrote that. He did.
Who is that then?
He wrote A Farewell to Arms. He wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls, Old Man the Sea. Oh. Oh. Sorry about that. Me and my strange beady eyes. I was in the zone. Did you need something?
What are you doing?
I was just examining the stone monument. This place has a very spiritual aura to it. Do you feel it?
Yes, there shall be a spirit orb.
I recently realized that it was writing engraved on this stone monument. So now I'm trying to figure out what exactly is written here.
Can I help and then take all the rewards?
Ah, so you're the curious type too. This stone monument was once much larger, but it broke apart during an earthquake a while back. If you really want to help me find the missing fragments, will you? They'll be scattered around all around. I think the fragments had the same kind of script carved into them. If you find a fragment, please draw a picture of it and bring it to me. I'll be here finishing my examination of the stone monument. Oh, right. And the words on the stone monument glow with an eerie light at night. That should make them easier to find. One of them should be right around here. Please find that first.
Okay, but first ore.
Cool. I haven't done this one yet.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
No, because I have been mostly to the... I haven't been to the south, really.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
What does that mean?
What doesn't it mean? It really bugs me when I get rock salt out of things. It really just makes me want to cry.
That's a bit strong.
Because I want Demond every time.
Diamond?
Demond, yes.
Okay, I see.
So in an earthquake, huh? Should be nearby.
Huh?
A. Perhaps over... Aw.
Oh, wait, why would an earthquake put it anywhere but just by
right
where
next to it?
Yeah. And just get, like, shot up into space and then fall?
Yep. Global earthquake. Where's this going? Well,
Octo...
It's now daytime, so...
Octo, if only we had, like, a thing to just tell us where it was. Wouldn't that be better?
Are you making fun of me currently?
What? No,
you're not. You're making fun of other open world games.
games.
Yes, it would be much better if I did not have to use my brain, my brain. How does that guy say it? Brain. My brain.
Yeah.
Yo, do you think there's cool stuff in here?
No, it's a barrel.
What about this?
It's gonna be apples and stuff. There you go.
Oh, excuse me, mighty banana, and there's a piece right there too.
What? Oh, look at that, yeah.
If you used your EIs...
What are you doing? Pick it up.
If you use your EI-do.
Pick it up, man.
I can't, man.
And then you have to take a picture.
I know.
Just draw a picture, but you know.
Yeah, I'm the world's greatest artist. Me, the man who can't draw straight lines.
He really can't.
No, I have a really hard time.
You know, neither can I really, so... Fiddle, your fiance, doesn't know what it's like to not be able to draw straight lines.
No. I actually don't tell her.
Mm.
But I found her high school sketchbook.
Yeah, she showed it to me before.
No, like one that I hadn't seen before.
Oh.
And it's like really, really good.
Well, yeah.
She drew like Jack Sparrow, and it looks exactly like him.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah,
She'd be embarrassed if anyone saw it. For some reason.
She showed it to me because I don't know. Maybe she just knew I wouldn't make fun of her for her amazing art ability.
I would never make fun of her for that. But she probably showed it to you because you showed an interest in art stuff. Where I'm just like, I'm sure that's a picture of something.
That is true. I have some interest in it. So.
Yo, let's get Naboris out of here and start recharging.
Mm.
And by Naboris, I mean Urbosa.
Urbosa.
So like, is it gonna be like real scattered like around here? Like,
well, go back to the guy and turn this one in.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he will tell me how many more.
Yeah.
I'm already annoyed at this quest.
Why?
Because I have to talk to someone.
Oh, Octo. You never learn.
See, because you just assume talking to everyone is how you play every single video game.
Mm.
And I get to play this game.
Not exactly.
What killed this Lyssophos?
I don't know. It was hot that day.
Wouldn't that be good for him? He's cold-blooded.
Check it and see.
What?
So never mind. I'm quoting a song, but it didn't work because it's the quote. The line is hot blood, not cold blooded.
Is that the one that's like, I think I love you?
No.
That one? No.
It's some missing. Keep looking. Imagine a fragment may have rolled down into the beach nearby.
That was that one.
Letters on the stone glow with an eerie light at night. Looking at them then. It was the hot blood. Check it and see. I got a fever of 103.
I've heard that before, the tune, but I've never actually heard that lyric.
I don't really know the song, but I just know that one.
I actually know it more from Northern Lions' rendition of Hot Bombs from Isaac.
Sure. Yeah, that's a thing. Probably.
Yeah.
Roll down the beach. So maybe it's on like the other side. Like, roll down the beach, which would be here, right? Like where you were just.
Well, yeah, I mean, like that one was pretty on the beach. I thought.
Yeah, but, he said it was nearby, but define nearby, I guess.
Like this is pretty nearby, and it's on the beach.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
So I don't know. Maybe we should check at Niite.
Also, there's like a peninsula
of power.
So if you're to your left, you're like out in the sea.
Yeah. Also of power, though.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 1. Peninsula of Power.
I'm sorry, I don't remember much from Final Fantasy 1. It's been a while.
I can't believe you.
I remember Corneria,
the first member of the Lilat system.
No, not Corneria. Cornelia.
The first member of the Lilat system.
No, that's a town.
Yeah, I know. The first town of the Lilat system.
No. And I remember the Warrior Light.
Do you remember the Trials of Bahamut?
I remember you have to give him a rat tail.
Do you remember what he does for you?
Yeah, he upgrades your class.
Like yeah, it's super cool. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah. It's one of those. Yeah, basically it makes you turn into an epic class, which is.
Yeah, the warrior goes to the knight. The thief goes to a ninja. The white and black mage just goes to white and black wizard.
Wizards, yeah.
Because they're like, knight, ninja.
More of what you've been doing.
More wizard, I guess.
Yeah, more wizardy. I mean.
Excuse me, Octorok, stop existing, please.
Okay. And he dies.
Armored Porgy. I realize it's Porgy.
Is it?
Yes.
Actually, wasn't sure.
I just figured that at any moment I would be made fun of.
Oh.
Is it? Right? It is raining. I don't like when that happens.
It's okay. So.
It is okay.
Passing rain.
It is actually okay. Do you think there's ever coconuts on these?
I have that I've seen. Oh yeah, look at that. Palm fruit.
And you know what? I'm here. I might as well just get wood every time I see it for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Except So I need a Goron with sun.
To your left.
Yep.
Like, there's like a peninsula. What's
yeah,
that?
I'm sure this is Korok too.
Oh yeah. It's not.
It's Opal. Oh, Opal.
It would be so bad that the
That's a Korok.
Siri Japanese to English game that I was watching on YouTube.
This has to be a Korok. Maybe
what?
not.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a formation. It doesn't look man-made enough.
Doesn't look leaf-made enough. Okay. What is that?
Oh, that's a Korok.
Sure is, my friend. It sure... Yahaha, dude. I think I need 35 for my next one?
I think there was 35, yeah. We're close. Oop.
Is that a piece of a guardian right there?
Oh, there's some coral. Some coral corpse.
That was not even worth my time. I'm like... My Link is like Bill Gates at this point.
Okay.
It's not even worth my time picking up red rupees. Also, I hate that the rain makes me slide on this.
Well, it's slippery. Where you going?
I'm just checking around in the water to see if it's near the water. Maybe it's in the water or not. Although the guy did say once again, you should look at night because it glows in the night. Stop.
We could set up camp and then
I'm gonna
make a fire
over on this peninsula.
Pop.
Of power. You know why it's the peninsula of power?
Because you level up,
because it's just two squares, but it actually takes the enemies of the landmass above it.
Right.
So you power level there to level 11.
That's right.
Which in FF1 is a big deal.
It is. FF1. FF1. You know the Japanese. Cause you know how in English we have we short form it to FF instead of Final Fantasy. You know what the Japanese call it? Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Well, obviously you'd say Final Fantasy, but it's way too long, right? So they say Faifan.
Faifan. Yo, you ready for me to get freaking strength gank this guy?
Sure. Oh, we did not get
gank.
At all.
Ganked.
You're not getting ganked. You're ganking him.
I ganked him.
Dying. You're dying. What you're doing?
Gank, gank, gank.
I mean, define gank here. I mean,
I've killed him.
Is that what gank means?
Yes.
I don't think that's what that means. You keep using that word.
You look like Hightail Lizard.
Nice. I don't think you know that means what you think it means.
I'm pretty sure it means exactly what I need it to mean.
That's not how words work.
That's exactly how words work. Ow.
There we are.
See, I don't know what kind of choo-choo jelly I need. Also, it always makes me think of snot, because it's called choo-choo jelly, so it's like achu. Jelly?
I never really thought of it like that. It works, I guess.
Yeah, well, your mind is not as inspired as mine is.
You can put it like that. Inspired is the way to put it.
Zook. 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 Nope. Nope. Hi-ya! Time to use the ultimate tool.
Yep.
The Master Sword.
Don't waste your weapons that are unique, that are harder to get.
It makes me really sad.
And this was right there, right? It's gonna recharge, so it's like, might as well use that, right?
But I don't want it to be like this.
I know.
I want it to actually... Oh, this is nice. Wilson! It's Castaway.
Thank you. Yes, I'm aware. I was actually around when it first came out.
Me too.
Yeah, but you didn't watch it.
Yeah, but you actually I did. You don't
Did?
know
You were
me.
like 6 or something then.
Yes, and it
weren't
was
you?
a fantastic film.
What?
Yes,
You would not have thought that as a kid.
I did. I liked it a lot.
That's really weird.
Maybe you're weird, huh? Did you ever think of that, chump?
It's possible. Actually, yeah, that's highly possible.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
So do you think it's over here, or do you think I'm wasting my time right now?
we don't know what's over here yet.
Wouldn't it be cool if I could use the ore when I'm on a boat to actually, like, propel myself?
Yes.
Too bad it doesn't work that way.
Well, too bad you can't stockpile tools like that. So.
Yeah, I'd touch the water 3 times to propel myself, and the ore would almost break.
Oh yeah, there's that. But I was also thinking about just like you don't have room for stuff like that in your inventory. Because if I could, I would put an ore in there. I put a korok leaf. I put a.
Why would you put an ore?
Well, if it did a thing.
Or not. Got him.
Yeah.
So it's probably... I probably need 3.
I suppose.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't think that one was going to be a Korok.
Yeah, I figured it would be. Right at the end there. Like, that one over there isn't a korok, I don't think. But that one there is special. It's right at the end of the peninsula. Yeah.
There's a Shrizine over there. Did you see it earlier?
No.
What's that? Just a piece of mountain?
So
Yeah,
no.
there's a Shrizine.
A shrine?
A Shrizine.
Oh boy.
It's the same thing.
It's,
I'm just saying it with a little bit of funk.
no, you're saying it wrong.
See it? See the Shrizine?
Oh yeah. There's a shrine.
I probably...
You marked something.
Yeah, I marked something there. Well, let's go do that. Maybe
wait.
maybe it's over there.
Yeah.
Maybe the other monument shard. I should also check this, because, like, if moblins have done anything in life, it's been stupid and taken giant pieces of monuments. Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, they may have seen the glowing letters and stuff and been like, ooh, it's shiny. And they take it.
That's dumb.
That makes perfect sense. What do you mean?
Ooh, oh, my chest. Do you feel more bad for the animals when I narrate them?
Yeah, it's like, you remember back, I don't know if you saw this commercial, but back in like the mid 20s, like 20,
The
20s,
2000s?
whatever.
When you say 20s, I think of 1920.
I prefer to say, well, the reason why is I prefer to say like 2005, 2006, 2007, etc., etc. Than say 2000 and something.
Because, why?
Because it makes more sense.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Because the 20s are always reserved, or have always, you know...
Well,
in
that's why you say
1820,
20
in 18...
something.
Yeah, then why did you say 2000? It is the year 2005. It's not the year 2005.
Every other year, we say the numbers in a certain sequence, except for the 2000s for some reason.
Because...
Does it make sense?
No, it does
You
make
say
sense.
2005, like how you say 1905, 1805, 1705.
But it
And
doesn't
then
have,
2005?
it doesn't have a
no,
good...
it's 2005.
But it doesn't have a good ring. That's the deal, right? Like
2005?
But here,
What's wrong with that?
Like they... Okay, here's the reason.
It's a weird convention that everyone just accepted, but it doesn't make sense.
No, here's the reason. The reason is... Oh, look, it's a white one.
Same
And
thing
he
now
almost
when we
he
say...
almost just killed me.
There's still some people who say 2017. It's like 27... No, it's going to be 2017. Much like how it was 1917, 1817, 1717.
Yeah, you know why,
etc.
You know why?
No, why?
Because there's too many syllables. People couldn't be bothered. To say 1907? But 2007 sounds way better.
I think you only think that because you're used to it.
No, I think that is a proven fact.
No.
I think I think it's an absolutely proven fact.
2017, 2007, and then
2007 sounds so stupid.
It doesn't.
It sounds really dumb.
It doesn't, and it's not. Makes perfect sense.
But no.
Yes.
That sword is running low on
1907, 2007. 100 years from now, it's going to be 2107.
That's too
not
much.
2107.
That's too much. That's what I mean.
So
because there's the 100 and the 100 makes it sound bad. That's what I'm saying. It's because the 100 makes it sound bad.
You know, back in the year 1995. You know.
How dare you?
That's
what I'm talking about.
Back when I was born, 1988.
That's what I'm talking about. It's because it sounds bad. We're not gonna... Could you stop?
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I prefer to say.
Yeah, I just
2017.
I just want you to know that you are extremely wrong.
I am not wrong about this.
You are wrong.
It makes perfect sense.
You are wrong. I'm happy that you think you're not wrong,
let me
but
rephrase.
you're wrong.
I'm sorry. I might be wrong in a way. The convention that you're used to is it's hard to overcome that. But I think that it makes a lot more sense to call it like that. Because it's consistent with the way we call every other time. Every other year is referred to it like this.
It's not true.
It is.
That's not
1706.
What about year 1?
1152.
Okay, but but think about it this way. You don't say,
1517.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Like you don't say freaking sorry, I'm fighting. You don't say 2007 AD.
That's because
that's because
we don't say AD. We don't need to.
Why?
Because we already know we're talking about AD.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that
you delineate almost we're talking about history because there's BC and AD, right?
Yeah.
So if you're talking about modern era, you don't need to mention
what I'm
Anno
saying.
Domini.
But the reason you don't need to do that, like this, like logically you don't need to do that either. But like I think the real reason we don't do that is because it's too much of a hassle. It's too much of a hassle. It's like saying 2007 sounds better than 2007 to me.
Even though, because you're used to it.
And
it actually has the same amount of syllables, I think,
all
right?
humanity. 2007 and 2007. I think 2007 has more, actually. 2007. 7. I wasn't counting, I was just doing them. 2007. It has 6.
6 syllables. 2007. Yeah, it has 5.
It just doesn't sound natural.
Because to me,
this is the stupidest argument we've ever had.
I think it's interesting to talk about it. Unless we doesn't actually get into it, it doesn't actually become an argument because this doesn't matter.
I am actually so angry with you right now.
Well,
I've never
it's
been
important to remember that
with anyone in my entire life.
It's important to remember that anger, a lot of ways, comes from
hey,
pride.
Sonia.
Hey,
2007 sounds weird. What in the world did I just walk into? Yeah.
We were discussing because I was saying that it makes no sense that we call it 2007 or
yes, it does.
2017 when every other year we refer to them as 2 digits.
But it's because it takes so long to say.
So 500 years ago, we don't call it 1517. We say 1517.
But that's because of the syllables.
When I was born, I wasn't born in 1988. I was born in 1988. So using that logic, the 2000 should be called 20-something, 2007, 2008, 2009.
How often do you two argue? Legit argument? Maybe
very rarely.
Maybe once or twice a month. So far.
Really? Maybe you've had arguments that I think were legitimate, but the weather here is nice and hot. It's not at all like that blazing desert heat in the desert.
I mean, that would have to average out because I'm sure there's more months where we fought like 5 or 6 times, and that kind of ups the average.
I don't think we fight that much though.
No, I just mean I guess just discussions, like heated discussions.
We get disagreements, but argue is, I don't know, different words. Are you on vacation? I see. As for me, see that island over there? That's Eventide Island. I came all the way here so that I could go there. However, it's actually hard to get there by sea. It feels like you need to grow wings to go there.
You don't. I got there by sea.
So, I'm just saying that I have a preference.
Oh, yo, is this a town?
I haven't been here.
Lurelin.
Oh.
Yes, it's a village, so there's gonna be music.
Yeah. Do you like fish?
Yeah, I was trying to steal it.
Doesn't that fish look delicious? I caught it myself, too. You're welcome to help yourself. I cooked way too much for just myself alone. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I'm just gonna take all of it.
Okay, I'll come back. Oh boy.
I wanted some of that. What?
Background. Look who that is.
Yo, what's up, Kilt?
Yeah.
If you need shock arrows, you can come here.
Yeah, it's true. Very nice place.
Sure would sure be a shame if something happened to your nice town and business here.
Why would you
Do you wanna
say that?
maybe give me a little protection money so nothing bad happens?
That's... Why would you do this? You're the hero of time.
Extortion.
Yeah, I know it's extortion. That's a very bad thing, extortion.
I mean, is it bad?
What do you mean? I mean, there's no...
Is it bad or is it just misunderstood?
No, it's definitely bad.
Is it bad
Objectively.
or is it just misunderstood?
No, there's objectively bad. Where's your
It's
master sword?
recharging.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention at all to what was going on. I was paying attention to time and years during that whole debate.
That was an argument. It wasn't a debate.
Nah. Hardy radish, I think, over there.
Dude, ask me if I care about a hardy radish.
You care about the hardy radish?
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I would too. Those are very good.
Yo, Kilton! My main man.
Kilton.
Just gonna make sure I got a picture of you, bud.
I mean, you can just check your album and see if you have a picture of him.
I'm gonna get a better picture of him.
Okay. Is it
Actually,
like, get closer to him? The smell. Is it a moblin or perhaps... Ah! Oh, it's just you. Good evening. Can I help you with anything? And then now stay here. Yes! Get a picture. It's a little close. Too good to use, couldn't hear or call. Yes, I forgot that was a stupid name.
Kilton.
There we go.
Now, I'm gonna exchange for some Mon.
Do we need any more Mon?
I think we need some more Mon.
I'm just glad that you can at least hear my perspective on the whole year thing. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, man. You're wrong, but...
I mean, again, I don't want to say that I'm right exactly.
Listen, yeah, I'm not beating you down for your idiotic opinion. I'm just...
No. Because
that'd be very rude if I did that.
Right, that would
for
be...
your stupid, asinine opinion.
Yeah,
that'd be very rude.
Definitely be very...
So I'm not going to harp on such a stupid... I'm just not going to do it. Because I'm going to be the bigger man.
I mean... I think you're good with Mon. Let's see what he's got.
Trust me, I'm not good for Mon. I'm pretty sure I know something that you don't know, because something was spoiled for me.
Really?
Yes. And I'm going to need a lot of Mon.
No way.
There may or may not be a certain something that you were like, how do I get that?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't sell these. Come on, they're so rare.
Why?
They're rare.
So?
So, like, they're not really worth the price of giving them up, you know?
What do I use them for?
Upgrading your armor, unless you don't want to do that.
Are you getting at what I think you're getting at? I believe so, Sonia. I believe so. I'm not sure if I can get it. Okay, fine. I'll sell the Canucks stuff.
Yeah, sell that, because I don't think it's used very much. Like, the guts, like, save the guts, but, like, sell the toenails and the teeth. They don't sell it for... They're not used for much. As far as I've seen, at least.
There's some very interesting things I can buy.
Yeah, sell all these. What's all those?
Okay, sell Octo tentacles?
I haven't seen those used for upgrading things, so I guess that's okay. It just seems like you're really can sell some of the standard choo-choo stuff.
That's used for climbing gear, I believe.
No, that's a different... Oh, is this a standard choo-choo jelly that
I thought it
is for
was.
that? I don't know.
I'm gonna get rid of the fangs then. And the horns.
Okay. What about those Lizalfos, like, what, those claws?
These are tails.
No, to the right.
Talon?
No, to the right, far right. 46 of those horns.
Let's just say I'm gonna need about 5,000.
5,000?
Somewhere around there. I don't actually know for a fact, but... Oops. It's gonna be about... somewhere around there based off of the figures I initially heard.
Okay, well, that's a lot.
Do I need these?
You might. I don't know.
Which one makes it fireproof?
Probably the red one.
Do you know what makes fireproof?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is going to be fine for now, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see what Kilton has for us.
We'll kill more things and stuff. It's called a Lizalfos mask. Those Lizalfos can really be a pain to deal with when they're injured. Just when you think you're sleeping, they attack you without a moment's notice. Some of us, these scaled sneaks, can even use camouflage to blend in with their surroundings. But if you wear this Lizalfos mask, they will think you're one of them and they'll ignore you. Your current balance is 38,79.
So I'm going to buy everything.
One of everything? Make sure you actually have more than only one and like you don't double up.
Yeah, because I'm not sure, but it might be on a system where you have to have one of everything to unlock more stuff.
Sure. So that's that. So we go up there.
I think I'm good, Kilton. Thanks, bud.
Thanks, weird guy. All right, back to Lurlin Village. Let's go check this place out.
Also, you couldn't have made it like 100 more steps, Gerudo lady? Or just Gerudo, I guess, not Gerudo lady. All Gerudos except one.
Well, yeah.
Every 100 years.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What do you mean?
Oh, here it goes.
Fine.
Here it comes.
What do you mean here
drowning.
it comes? What do you mean here it comes?
Okay, here we go.
Are you absolutely mad?
Oh, you climb that. Good.
Of course you can climb that. You can climb whatever the fudge you want, bro.
Can I climb fudge?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Hey. I'm gonna sell
You
you
need
some
more,
stuff.
what do you need more money for?
It's called Armare Pieces. That's all. It's
Alright.
1,000. Not spending on anything else.
Oh, steel drum song. Oh, nice.
I love steel drums.
There was a...
Yo! New town, new armor!
Maybe. I didn't even think of that.
There's gotta,
How
right?
exciting.
Give me some beach armor.
Yeah.
Sa. I'm gonna be so disappointed if there's not. Please.
There's gotta be a shop here somewhere, right? This is probably like the elders place.
I'm not seeing anything on the map yet, which usually indicates. Yan, indeed.
What is this like circle map on the map here? What is this like fingerprint?
What do you mean?
What now?
Sorry.
Well, see the map? It's like you're on a fingerprint right now.
I think it's just the entire map's like that.
Okay.
It's supposed to be wind.
I just never noticed before. Watch out for the doggo.
Not the doggo. No, that's the elder place right there.
Hmm.
Or it's a rupee game.
Can't read the sign, unfortunately.
Yo, it's a rupee game!
Place your bets. Come here now, closer. How'd you like to be rich without having to work for it?
I'd love that.
I don't know. I'm not talking about anything illegal here. See those treasure chests over there? What do you say to a little wager on them? The idea is you pick any chest you want and open it. Simple, right? The best part is, whatever chest you open, you get all the money inside. Of course, Only one chest is worth opening. Don't come crying to me if you pick wrong. Before you go open any boxes, you'll have to show me what it's worth. What's a bet, after all, if you don't stand to lose a bundle on it? That's the part that really gets a man's heart racing. It's up to you how much you want to throw in, but the more you bet, the more you stand to win. A man like you must have expenses. Couldn't hurt to make some quick cash right here, right now, am I right? What do you say? All you got to lose is your pride and your money. Attaboy. Now for the million rupee question. How much were you betting?
Oh, okay.
Way to live on the edge, pal. Not recklessness. I mean, fearlessness. Almost reminds me of me. I'll go get set up. No peeking while I'm fiddling with the chess.
There's got to be a way to cheat here.
Save the game.
No, but something easier than that. Like, you know,
can you save the game? Okay.
Like in Majora's Mask, you could
Lenses of Truth.
use the Lens of Truth.
Was that anything? Did you go back to the magnet? Okay, maybe there's like some of the more brighter colors.
Huh.
There's gotta be some clue. Ooh.
I did it.
Well done. Could it really be just luck?
I was really hoping one was going to say green ruby or something.
Well... Oh! Where did that... How did you score a prize like that? Can you introduce me to Lady Luck? You're going to keep going, right? Or do you want to admit defeat? What are you doing? Oh. Oh. Well, you can't lose now, I guess.
Yeah, this game's free.
You said, like, look, listen, and smell or whatever. Is there any clue? What have you done?
It was a free game.
I'm always here. Can't chase one.
I thought it was going to be, I can put in a certain amount and it will give stuff out. I was going to put 1,000 rupees in.
You're crazy. Alright.
There's no armor here for real?
Well, we look at all the houses yet.
But they're usually little things on the map.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the map first. Or by the map, I mean this first. Okay, we got a Gerudo here.
Oh, that's Flavi.
Whoever that was.
Oh my gosh. We just talked to her and said she wanted to go to Eventide Island.
Oh, okay. Sorry that I don't care about this random person who doesn't have a quest.
Sorry, you couldn't just look with your eyeballs to see what the person's name was.
I don't really care about them or the backstory because they don't have a quest.
There's a guy who just walked over there. You could talk to him.
Mm-hmm. I could. Good thing I won't.
Oh, yeah. What a relief.
Yeah, no clothes stores.
Lame.
That's really lame. 0 out of 10. Ugh!
You'll say when it's recharged.
There's so much wood here.
I know. You'll find more.
How much wood do I have?
66.
Getting close. I want to have a buffer. Probably have like 115.
I'm not sure exactly how much you need, but...
I just mean for making fires.
Oh, right.
Did you get annoyed that I slept in a fluffy bed as well?
Me? No. You have the money for it.
Just usually you're like...
There it goes. Well, I mean...
That's actually... If you watch the past streams, that's actually what you sound like when you're complaining about it.
Oh, I mean, complaining about it, it's more just like I just don't understand why you spend all your upgrade materials on or selling upgrade materials just so.
So Link can
you don't need the money.
But then Link can live in luxury.
That's fine.
Isn't that truly what the hero of time deserves?
Not really. I mean, he I think it's not a very good attitude to have in life, to say to yourself, I deserve this and that. I think that
Well, no,
causes
I'm
more
not saying
problems
that
than-
I deserve it. I'm saying that Link deserves it.
I think,
There goes that free heart.
yes.
Yeah!
Now what?
I gotta say, Magnesis is one of my favorite features in this game.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Do y'all have a least favorite shrine?
Yes.
Probably any of the shrines that I walk into, and it's like, you're done here.
What? There's so many worse ones than that.
I like doing stuff.
Okay, well, that's the wrong answer. That's okay, Octo. The real answer is any of the motion control ones, especially the one that was by Hatano Village.
No, I
The
liked
one with
that one.
the ball, and they have to get the...
I liked that one, though.
That one was bad.
That one was fun. The
And
golf
then
one
the
was
other
fun.
one that's also bad is the golf one. That's about the worst one in the game.
I actually I thought it was fun.
That's because much like how you somehow managed to beat bosses and do puzzles, you did it incredibly easily, even though everyone else has a hard time with it.
Well, I'm sorry.
It was very difficult to do that puzzle right. Especially for me, because I was playing it on the gamepad at the time. So trying to aim the...
Do you mean like the Switch in its...
Like, yeah, like
with the Joy-Cons on it?
Yeah.
You don't like the blessing shrines? Just like I like to work for my accomplishments.
But I mean, but you do most of the time.
No, usually it's like drop a scale, and it's like, okay, drop the scale.
But you did like the whole like quest up to that point. Like,
nah. Give me more.
You did.
Hurt me more, puzzles.
But you did the thing to get into the shrine. I agree. Like, obviously, again, I want more, not less.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, but
any shrine where they give me a weapon,
right,
is my least favorite shrine.
I'd prefer to have something a little.
Any shrine that gives me armor is my favorite shrine.
Yeah, you get really excited when I get armor in shrines. Just because of the nature of it in this game, right?
But just shrine like layout wise, I gotta have. If there's a puzzle in there, yahoo! If there's not, oh, all right.
I feel there's more of an impact for me when I find armor in a shrine because it means more than a weapon. So.
Wow, this is very much a nothing village, huh?
You didn't go in the houses and stuff. We can look at me that face. You didn't explore yet. You ran through the main town and went up to the shrine.
This is very much a nothing village, huh? No quests. How much does it hurt you when I play this game? No quests.
I mean, it's the middle of the night too, so they're not gonna be talking to you.
Well, it would still have a quest.
Would it?
Pretty sure.
I don't think it would.
Alright. Well, fine.
You can sleep again at the end.
Well, I don't want to sleep at the end. Because I want to look for that last.
Oh, right.
Piece
of that thing.
Do you have a least favorite shrine, Sonia?
Yeah. What about you, Sonia?
Is there something behind that waterfall? There. It looked like there was.
Always good to check.
But nope.
Yeah, for me, the blessing shrines aren't too bad. There's usually a puzzle that leads up to them, so that's all right. I would prefer there to be obviously more puzzles within the shrine, but you know, the worst ones though are the ones that were like most of the motion control ones for me, because I think that it really stops the flow of the game for me. Like, you know, there's that like immersion that happens when you play a game where the controller kind of disappears, and
it's just you in the game.
It's just you in the game. You know, the controller's not even there, and it's so natural to you.
The ones that deal with electricity is the one he doesn't like.
I
don't mind those.
What? What's that? Oh, in the tree.
So there's one. We already got that one. The other one was way over there. One heck of an earthquake.
Uh-huh.
So maybe there's one on this side of it. So like one's like left, straight, right.
Yeah.
We don't have very long to look for it.
No.
Hey guys.
So like with the motion control ones for me in this game at least, I feel like I'm taking it out of the game because for some reason the controls just don't seem to work for me.
That's how I felt about the entirety of Skyward Sword.
Which is funny because I hadn't had a single problem with that. With it.
You actively saw the game stop working when I was controlling it.
Yes, about a year ago, we streamed the entirety of Skyward Sword.
Is that a year ago?
I think so, about.
Jeez.
We streamed Skyward Sword. I'm not sure if we have that on our YouTube channel.
No.
Why not?
Because I forgot.
I
didn't think about actually uploading that.
Okay, well...
This is before you told me to do stuff, and I was like, that's a good idea.
Okay, well...
So I was working on other projects. That slipped my mind.
We streamed the entirety of Skyward Sword, and...
It might be up there.
We were both playing it, and Octo would just not be able to control the game. And then he would hand it to me, and I could control it fine.
And we weren't doing anything different. I think that one of the deals was, like, you were, like, doing stuff, like, really gingerly. And I was like, if I'm going to swing a sword, I want to swing it hard.
Yeah, I guess.
So, like, I swung the sword and just, off-synced everything. I hated the motion controls of Skyward Sword. Me too. It wrecked huge portions of the game for me.
Yeah, we just had different experiences.
Crabs. By crabs, I mean snails. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna be real annoyed if just like the other stupid, dumb, idiotic quest. If I have to tell him and then it procs and appears.
You didn't actually have to talk to Keel, by the way. You just needed to...
You basically needed to.
No, you didn't.
Let's be honest, who keeps a Korok leaf in their inventory?
Well, I'm just saying, you don't have to talk to her. If you know what the solution is, you can just do it yourself. Funny friends to the Stone Monument? Sure did. So the fragments must still be missing. Keep looking. I imagine the fragment may have rolled down to the beach nearby. The letters of the stone glow at night, so you look then. Okay.
How is there none up here? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's up there somewhere. Doesn't make any sense for it to be there, but...
Well, I'm going to go to the top of the mountain. Right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to rest up here till night and then just look down.
Okay. Oh, boy.
No! Wow, really? I really thought that would have been safe enough ground. Sometimes the climbing makes no sense.
It's because you're climbing at a weird angle.
But I just climbed like that. So like, why does it sometimes not work?
Because you're climbing at a weird angle.
0 out of 10 on Numa. Just kidding. I know where one of the fragments are. No spoilers. Even though it's not a spoiler. Okay, so can I like rest here? Probably not. Oh, totes can. I will ask you where it is if I want to know where it is. Thank you for informing me that you do know, though. So you won't be here forever. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to rest there, right? Oh yeah.
It looks pretty good.
Oh well, maybe not.
Actually. Give it a shot.
Like.
Maybe there.
Right here? Oh! Well, let's just look on foot then. I'm sure that the answer to this puzzle is just going to be whoever two people step on the shrine things.
What's this place called?
I don't know.
Push the map button. Zoom in. I forgot we don't have the map of this area.
It's real helpful.
Well, I can't help you then unless I know how to pronounce the thing. Maybe you can.
I don't want spoilers either.
Yeah, but then I'll know, and then I can just have that information.
I didn't realize you just wanted everything in life to be easy.
That's not it.
I didn't realize that, you know, I didn't realize that you thought, is that one right there?
Yes, it is.
That you didn't want to work for anything in life. I just figured, you know, you would have
Maybe that's the last one.
wanted to. I don't think so. I think there's going to be 4. That didn't look like a third to me.
Oh, let's see what he says.
It might be, though. Hopefully it is.
I think you're right, though. Maybe it's... That's amazing.
No, that's all of them.
Excellent. Thanks to you, we got a good shot at deciphering the entire monument. Give me a second to see if I can put this all together. Wow! Thanks to you, I've deciphered the entire passage. When the two find their place and kneel in reverence, the shrine will reveal itself. Ah! I have the spoggiest what that's supposed to mean.
Are you dumb?
What do you mean, are you dumb? What are you
We
supposed to do?
both kneel right here.
Well, how do you kneel? Oh. Huh? Is that it? Oh, yeah.
I really thought that was going to open. We got to find the tower for this place. It's got to be up on the mountain.
I haven't really seen it. But yeah, it's gotta be on a high mountain. Hell yeah.
I swear, I'm pretty sure this is one of the shrines. It's going to be like, you did it!
Well, right?
And I'm just going to say, give me puzzles! And he's going to be like, here's a flame blade.
Dude,
and I'm like,
where's...
why?
Dude, how come you never play Professor Layton?
I really do like puzzles. I really should play Layton. Yes!
Because it's flat out. That's what that is. It's a puzzle game.
I love puzzles.
You should play Professor Layton. You'd love it.
I love puzzles so much, dude.
You for real love
Pretty sure I'm going to
game.
need one of these. And then, like... Oh. No!
Shoot again?
I panicked. But it's okay.
Well, let's hope it goes that way, it comes back, and you don't miss the jump. 'Cause here we go.
Jump around.
Focus on the thing that's
Jump
coming.
around. Get up, and get down.
Focus on the
Jump,
platform.
Jump.
Okay.
Dude. In no universe was I ever going to miss that.
Well, multiverse, maybe.
I want my arrows back. Oh, they're both down there. Woo! Arrows, hot commodity, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Only got 30. Need 130.
And you spend them a lot.
Please, armor! Quickening armor! Right here!
Well, Claymore. It's a good Claymore. You know? You know? Do you know?
Yeah.
Octo.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine. I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything cool. Jump around. Jump up, and get down. This is a good calf workout.
Mm-hmm.
You jump while carrying a thing.
Also, not so good for the back, though, I imagine. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
I thought that barrel was going to fall or something. Alright.
I saw the puzzle and I completed it. Dog. Homie G.
Right.
Snoop Doggy Dog. Ugh!
That's fine. You just climb the side then.
And do it faster. Uh-oh. Someone Mr. Sleepyhead? Already?
Well,
It's only
I'm a
9.
little stiff from last night. Lots of working out that was done, and so I'm a little sleepy and stuff.
Slizzy?
Stiffly.
Slippy.
Slippy.
Quality commentary.
I'm trying to do a portmanteau. Now I'm standing up because I'm trying not to fall asleep.
Just want to let y'all know that it's storming where I am and the power might go out. Well, hopefully it doesn't, man.
Yeah, it's hopefully not.
Spirit orb.
But yes, I have this weird thing, right, where I
fall asleep while we record.
Well, no, I feel like I have the tendency sometimes, like, not just doze off. You know, like your eyes get heavy, and you finally start falling asleep.
Yeah.
Me, I sometimes will just like fall asleep, like I'll just lose consciousness immediately.
Yeah.
Without remembering the process of falling asleep slowly. So as soon as I kind of start getting drowsy, I have to like stand up and like do something. Otherwise, I'll sleep. So the two of you who needed to find their place were you and me. Makes sense. Good job figuring that one out. I'm sure I never would have. Oh, it's you. The shrines are glowing today too. You aren't just a normal lad, are you? I'm just happy that the mystery was solved. I don't want to be snooping more than absolutely necessary. And there you go.
Good on ya. Kaha! Kaya!
Kya-ha-ha.
Kya-ha-ha. Oh, the hops. Link's got mad hops. All the hops. Puts it in all of his drinks.
Oh, I see.
Get it? Because that's also an alcoholic beverage you drink.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm a fan. A little too bitter for me.
I've never tasted.
Tasted beer?
No.
Really?
The only alcohol I've ever tasted was in a chocolate called a brandy bean, and I was like, why would I want my chocolate to taste like cough syrup for a second?
Well, I mean, I've had some smooth tasting alcohol, but beer is very, very bitter. So
I wouldn't expect it to be better. I'd expect it to be like pop.
Well, it's bitter for me. No, it's not one that I had, at least.
Because like beer's carbonated.
Oh, I guess so.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't really know much about it, but...
Me neither.
Oh, no. Don't let this...
What do you mean, oh no?
You're gonna fall.
Hang out right here. Right here. See?
Oh, Octo.
Yeah.
Will your antics never cease?
Check it out. Right here. Well, it would have worked. I really need to upgrade this climbing gear again so I can just jump.
Yep, that's what the set bonus does. It dramatically decreases stamina usage when jumping. Yeah,
Yo, what's with none of this being, like, stable ground, dude?
It's because you're not climbing the right spot.
Who's that? Is it a goat? Is that Billy Goat?
It is. Also, you're not going to make it.
Yes, I am.
You just admitted that there's no stable ground here.
Oh, the rain!
Yep, the rain's starting. According to the...
Right here. No!
Just go... Just gonna have to find a different spot. Don't climb here.
There's no rain here. So therefore nothing can stop me.
Okay. Lesson not learned.
Oh, really?
Well, really what?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you would think that.
What does that mean?
What doesn't it mean? That's the real question. What doesn't it mean, Mefuki? Yeah,
well, Octo,
can't answer me.
Well,
yeah.
Mefuki, think it means nothing at all. And I think Mefuki, that is, thinks that you are just trying to save face.
Why would I ever save something that I don't have?
Yeah, break that out. Do you have a face?
No. You're looking at me right now. I'm quite clearly a robot.
Well, your robots have faces.
Not all of them. I am a perfect example of that. I am a chatbot on the internet.
You're Cleverbot?
No, not Cleverbot.
Oh, okay.
But I am a chatbot.
You're a chatbot.
Yeah, Cleverbot was programmed by my designer. I'm called Octobot.
Wow. You figure people would make a...
I got a pretty good voice chip. That's the deal.
Right.
Ouch.
Well,
if I had feelings, they'd be hurt.
I know. I mean, like, you know, it's I mean, you're skilled and all right, but you're not a robot. I mean, you're not a robot good.
I'm a lot better than that one robot that fell down the stairs trying to walk down it.
Asimov?
Yeah.
Asimo, I
Sure,
think his name
man.
was.
If the power goes out, I'll probably watch it on my phone since I have 4G. Whoa!
Oh, cool.
Boop.
Well, we appreciate you using your 3G.
Daddy's 4G, yo.
For this.
4G, not 3G. On another level!
What are you doing?
I thought I saw, a tower.
It's not a tower, though.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of the definition of a tower.
But this
Yo, there's a
game has its
whiteboard.
own definition of what a tower is. So when you said tower, I thought you meant something else.
Yeah,
that's
why
all.
would you ever think that, though? Check it out. Rain bombs from the sky!
Well done. Well done. Oh.
Stealth! Oh.
You're still stealthy, I think. Here we go. And... Wapow! You pick up all those monster parts. We need them.
Oh, 5 arrows! Where'd he go, guys? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Tried sniffing you out, but they just could not catch him.
Where is he, guys? Oh! 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 Yo, he's gonna drop 5 arrows, right? He didn't!
Just a chance, looks like.
Dude, it bugs me so much when people don't drop his arrows.
His arrows.
Yo! Chill! Don't you do it. Boom!
Where you going?
Parry!
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna die.
Woo! I'm not gonna die. I've never died in any video game.
That's not true.
I've never
You
died.
died in this game.
I've never died.
Alright, so this guy's got a royal broadsword. It's just sweet.
Never have I ever died, dude.
You have.
I've never died.
You die all the time.
So he's like, okay, I'm back. I've seen you die.
See? I don't know why you keep playing
If
this
you guys have
game.
faulty memories, man.
I don't know why you have to keep playing this game where you don't say you don't die. You're
It's not a game. It's just what I call life.
really.
Yeah.
So like when you played Call of Duty for like years, you never died.
I'm so afraid in this situation. Yeah, I've never died in Call of Duty.
That's impossible.
Well, I mean, maybe for you.
Did you cheat engine? Did you play on easy?
No. I play multiplayer all day, every day, and never die. My KD's like 1 billion.
It's not.
You're right, it's 2 billion.
It's above average.
Every single time I play a first-person shooter, I've actually never died in any first-person shooter, obviously, because I've never died in a video game.
Right, obviously.
But, like... Okay, that's a lie. I've died in one thing.
Okay.
And that is the hardest game known to man. You know? I think we can all say it together at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Kirby and the
Bloodborne.
Crystal Shards. Bloodborne's not the hardest game.
I haven't played that many hard games.
Kirby.
Darkest Dungeon is pretty hard.
Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Hardest game known to man. Had to light some candles just in case. Yo, don't get too spooked, dude.
It is pretty spooky.
It's pretty spooktastic, brah. Okay, so where's
So
this fudge and
what are
tower,
we doing
dude?
here?
I'm looking for the tower.
Keep going.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wanted to take in some scenery.
Let's get to high ground, but not via climbing a sheer cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Face.
run up. See? If you sprint, you don't have to climb right away. If you serpentine, it means you don't have to climb at all. That's how physics work. Skyrim taught
I
me
don't
that.
think that's how that works.
Skyrim taught me that, too.
It's gonna also tell you that horses can climb mountains.
Horses
at
can
90
climb mountains.
angles.
You know why you've never seen that in real life? Because they're already on top of all the mountains.
That's where they all live. They congregate on top of mountains.
Yeah, they're like bloopies, dude.
They're like bloopies, exactly.
Yo, this is like a Dark Souls sword right here, size-wise.
Yeah, it's great. So good. I was watching a run through. See, this is kind of cool stuff you can do with mods and stuff, right? There's a run through of Dark Souls 3 where they
the game with the worst music.
No, they shrunk the player character down to a quarter of the size.
Okay.
And just had to play like that.
Tiny Souls.
Tiny Souls, yeah. It was really cool.
I am like actually perturbed right now because I don't know where.
Well, keep looking.
Anything is in life.
Keep looking.
Like I don't know what to do with myself. Yo, all my stuff has too good of like stuff on it.
So just eat multiple foods.
Listen, I don't need your sass,
icy
dude.
stuff.
I don't need your sass.
I'm not giving you sass.
You're sassing me pretty hard right now. Where is this tower, bro?
Well, not that direction. It's.
We both wanted to check out these bones.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, it can't be the way down here. It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be up here somewhere.
Right.
If it was out there, we'd see it already.
Yeah. So we'll check out the bones while we're here. And stuff, but.
If you see a bloopy, let me know because I need to take a picture of it.
Sure. I mean, you'll probably be able to see it too once I see it because they're kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Also, one thing you always seem to forget, and it's also the reason why we did Rito next. Rivali's Gale will help you climb things.
Yeah, I know. I just want to save it.
Well.
You never know when you're going to need to climb something, man.
But it'd be nice to just use it if you need to use it.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Everything is too good to use syndrome.
Yeah.
Yo, I've had enough of your games. Korok, just show yourself.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough of your games, though. From you.
Where'd you get... Oh. That absolute fiend went backwards.
Absolutely done me.
What? Ah!
You did it the last time.
Oh, up the tree. Big surprise. What?
Nope.
But there's eggs up here. Let me steal the young of these birds.
You lost them, didn't you?
That's a good sploosh noise.
Oh, there it is.
Sploosh.
No, sploosh is the best sploosh noise.
Yeah, haha. If I had a rock, I'd slam your face into it.
Hey! Don't be so
what?
mean.
I'm not being mean.
You are.
It's my favorite pastime activity.
Smashing Korok's faces?
Well, not smashing them, just kind of dropping boulders on them.
Right, lightly bumping the rocks into them.
Well, it's not light. I mean, it's a heavy rock.
They don't seem to be bothered by it, though.
Well, yeah, it's because they got forest skulls. It's like an ant.
I see.
They have like a leafy, woody exoskeleton. You're my favorite deputy. Woody, get it? Okay. Hey, Nox. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, hey, he has a ball.
He does have a ball. He's also not going to be alive for very long. You enjoying dancing right now?
Yeah, I am. Oh, look out!
Middlekin.
Well, he's dead. You're gonna see what he could do.
Mount Terran. Or like Mount Turan.
Well, Turan,
My D&D world.
Yeah, you guys know that? Yeah, they moved. One of the major nations in Octo's campaign is named Turan. So.
And the other one is named Esrim. Ripped that one straight from Tabletop Escapades, bro.
What, you did?
Yeah.
You cheater?
Yep. That's what the world is called. Do you remember what the world is called in my D&D campaign?
Eos.
Eos?
Isn't
No.
it?
That's a thing from Mass Effect.
Well, it's also the thing from 15. No, I don't remember what it was called.
Sera.
Huh.
That's ripped straight from other flipping Gears of War, bro.
See, but I wouldn't have known that. See, that's
You're
the
right.
thing. You can just borrow.
By borrow, do you mean
Other
blatantly
things.
steal?
Because But you can put them together in a way that is unique.
You're right.
There's very few like actual original ideas these days, like anymore. You know.
Yeah, man.
That's what they say, at least, right? The
Nothing's original under the
called-
sun.
That's right. Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, where's this thing?
Dunno.
What if I ran all the way to Kakariko Village and put this over there? I wonder if it would
you could
work.
do that.
I wonder if it would work. Do you
Like,
want to test it?
Would it like despawn if you tried?
Do you want to test it?
Ah, so far though. What the?
Oh my gosh, there's 3.
Oh, there's a tablet.
Is it like an iPad or Samsung?
No. What's the thing? The ancient orbs guarded by the giants of Mount Turan lead to the shrine. Straightforward. Ah, hence the middlekin.
Middle-kun.
Middlekun.
So one's probably back here, and then one's right over
down
here.
there.
Sorry about this. I'm just gonna completely ravage your family.
It's okay. They're giants.
Yeah.
Chaotic evil.
Yep. Wish you'd known that one, huh?
Yep. I'll know for next time. I'm gonna try and be.
All giants are that.
I'm gonna try and be more aggressive toward like
Ugh.
creatures who are monsters going forward. Like, because this make more sense.
Yeah, Dorian really shouldn't have any remorse about killing anything that is not one of the player races.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Shouldn't even cross his mind.
Right. Because why would it?
Like, if it's not a player race, it's not worth living. Like, it's not. It doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the authority.
Right. It doesn't have like the mark of humanity kind of thing. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it's a monster. It's a creature that, you know.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we were just talking about our last campaign.
The last session.
Sorry, session.
No.
The group decided to save and revive a few giants because we felt really bad for them because they were like upset about.
Let me set the scene.
Okay.
They came across a couple of these hill giants, 2 adolescent hill giants that were weeping, and when they confronted them, they saw that they were weeping over their dead mother. So the group immediately saw 2 weeping adolescent, children at the point, like for a hill giant, and thought, well, we should have our super overpowered NPC cleric revive their mother, and then combat accidentally happened because they couldn't talk them down because they're hill giants and they're chaotic evil. So like the success DC was like 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if anyone even made note of it. They said you look like the things that killed Mama.
Yes.
I'm not sure if anyone made note of it.
Yeah, well, we did make note of it. Yeah.
Because that was like important to what I'm building, right there. What is
A green flame.
What is going on here? So they ended up knocking out the brothers and reviving the mother, and something like deeply bad happened to the healer. Thunderstorm Rod, dude, awesome. And then afterwards, the dwarf of the party was like, "Would I know about like hill giants?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess you would. I haven't really, because he's a mountain dwarf."
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't really think about that. So then I was like, "Yeah, you can know his alignment," and it was chaotic evil. And then everyone was like, "Oh, if I knew it was chaotic evil, I would have just killed them."
Yeah, everyone agreed. But we all thought that, we felt bad for them because they were weeping. So. But
Yo, dude, that's gonna hurt. You're gonna butt stomp some Lego essentially for you. Whoa!
Oh, hurt you too.
All right.
Alrighty, nice. So yeah.
Only one thing to be done here.
So going forward, we're gonna probably be a lot more killy in regards to monsters. Still,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if maybe. I hope that works out. Something will happen with the Giants, just because that seems like really.
Well, I wanted to make it sort of like this, like kind of like a tragic thing, because it was like the two, you would have come across the dead mother of the Giants, and also you would have seen the father die fighting a whole bunch of little demons, and then the other son, which you guys didn't know about, were killed by the further demons that you would come across. So it was like someone came and killed their mother.
Right.
Then demons raided a young one and the father ran after them, and then demons swarmed the giants.
Right.
That was the story I was trying to build.
Right.
Hopefully it made sense.
No, I mean, like there was definitely some environmental storytelling going on there. I think you could piece it together if you looked at what was going on, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, because so you guys were just bummed out because it was like, oh, they're chaotic evil. And I, when I was designing that encounter, I was like, they're gonna obviously know these giants are bad guys, because the only non-bad guy giant in any media that I can think of is called the Big Friendly Giant.
I think
So if it's like he's not if he's not friendly right away, you'd assume that the giant's bad, because giants are typically bad.
I think what throw
Yeah, we're talking about D&D.
Yeah. I think what threw a lot of the
That's a really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, it was
line
good. I like
right
that
here.
a lot too.
I really hope there's a puzzle here with this, because I'm gonna be bummed if there's not.
Probably not. I think what really threw a lot of
There's some
the
Hinox armor in here.
Shut up! Don't get me hyped up like that kind of thing.
Be able to butt slam.
Come on, don't. Come on. There you go.
Tawa Jins.
So I think what was really throwing off a lot of the
Alright.
players, and eventually even myself,
Sick throw, Link.
was everyone is not used to seeing all these certain kinds of races and certain kinds of monsters, right?
Yeah.
So they're seeing all these new races that they never heard of, like gnomes and dark and like half elves and tieflings, right? So they're thinking like, is there a bad
I think
race?
the new
You know what I mean?
I think the new players are seeing everything as inherently good.
Right.
But they could be corrupted.
Right.
Where it's like there is some things like not only in real life but also in D&D that are just inherently evil.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like giants are inherently evil. They ransack villages and eat people. That's what they do.
Right. And it's like previously to the Giants incident, we dealt with a bunch of orcs, right? And orcs are very tough to get along with, right?
Yeah.
And yet we
and the NPC cleric in their group is an orc. And I made Narcus that way because I wanted the new players to see, just because this is your race, it doesn't necessarily mean you're lawful, or you're like chaotic evil, or orcs are lawful evil,
right?
Because they run under tribal,
right? Sure.
But
I think
tribal
that sort of like set the stage and like the understanding for the new players to be like, oh,
everything could be good.
Then yeah, what if the Giants are like Narcus too? Like
we're
looking for because the way you said. Your campaign has really shown me this very in spades, like showing me that like it really is important that what you show players what something means, and the first experience that they have with it will color their interpretation of the world that you give them. So like the thing you talked about the mimics, if you put a mimic in the game, everyone's gonna be like, "Where's the mimic?"
Yeah, everything's gonna be a mimic now.
If you put a trap somewhere, okay,
everyone's checking for traps all the time.
So I think that's what happened here with the Giants and Narcus and with him and Nork.
Yeah.
Is like...
Well, yeah, I wanted to hammer home more... What I was trying to hammer home with Narcus is that player races are not dictated by...
Just for context, what is Narcus? Who is Narcus?
Narcus is a orc cleric who hates violence. That's his... Because he was treated very violently from his orc brethren, the tribe he came from. And he got beaten and cut, and his mother got murdered by the orcs because he refused. In my world, I've made orcs very much tribal, like how they are in the monster manual, but even more so. So like the way of becoming a man in some of the orc tribes is going and finding a human or player race village.
Sure.
killing everyone in there, and then dragging the weakest ones
Reading
to be beaten to death.
Yeah.
By the as kind of like the bar mitzvah for these
Right. Yeah.
For the orcs, for it to be intentionally very dark.
Right. Right.
And then Narcus being, I refused to do that. I couldn't bring myself to do that. When I was growing up, I killed things because I thought that was normal.
Right.
But I wasn't like that. I couldn't do that.
Right. That's kind of Narcus as a character, right?
Yeah, and then his father died in combat, and then his mother was murdered by the tribe because he was thought to be weak, and to them, she gave birth to a mistake.
Right, sure.
So it was their punishment, and I wanted it to be really sad.
Right.
From Narcus's point of view. Also, apples for freaking days, dude.
Yeah. So there's all that going on, right? I think that colored the expectations of the players playing. So I think from now on, we'll consider that, especially considering my character and the dwarf are both lawful good. So like we should have been instantly like that giant's as good as dead.
Yeah.
Like. For dwarf and myself, but because we didn't know that the giants were inherently evil, we were like, oh well. I mean, Narcus is good, and he's an orc, you know. So
yeah.
But I think your point is what is important is like there's a difference between the player races and everyone else.
And everything else.
Yeah.
Just like in real life, there's a huge difference between humans and animals.
Animals, yeah, that's kind of the way I think about it.
There can be like what's a naturally very aggressive animal, something like a hippo, something like a honey badger, something like that, right? It's very aggressive by nature,
right?
But then there's also animals like lions that can be trained to not be aggressive, and stuff like that. So I wanted to put it in that it's like just like how in Austriana, one of the player characters has a panther.
Right.
Obviously, panthers are quite aggressive, but she has a pet one that is very nice.
Right.
So it like them being introduced to or being trained by a player character switched the panther's alignment.
Right.
So if you guys had found a baby giant, I would have let you kind of mold it.
Oh, it's out there? Can we look around a little bit?
Yeah, I was looking for the tower. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah. So yeah, that.
Oh,
what?
Could that be? Could it be under there? Could it be stuck under there?
Maybe.
I want to go over here though, because this is weird. How this is just a cube of dirt.
Definitely, a weird landmass. So but yeah, I think that's a good like analogy, right? So it's like. A lion could be trained to not kill things, but if it goes up, if it starts attacking people, you take it out.
Yeah, you kill it. Yeah.
So
because at any point,
that's.
Oh. Is this gonna be a shrine? Like at any point, just like in the unfortunate case of Harambe, right?
Right.
Is like no matter what, a human life is more important than an
valuable
animal life.
Than, yeah.
So like you can have. Or just like in any case where there's like a very aggressive dog, like a bulldog, mauls a human.
Someone, yeah.
Then you gotta put the dog down because at the end of the day, if there's even a risk or if it has a history of violence, it's just like human life is important.
Because that's the crux of it, right?
This is gone now. There's something down here.
Yeah. So that's probably how we're gonna go forward. I think as a group, as a company of characters in the campaign going forward is like. We're gonna have to start being a little more aggressive, I think. When things attack us. Whoa! Kind of an annoying place though to. You have to bomb arrow some things, I think.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got 71 of them. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're. I don't think this would be too much for you to know campaign-wise. Because I think so far I think it's pretty. The theme of the campaign has kind of shown in a few spots. So I don't feel bad for telling you or even saying this out loud.
Sure.
Because I don't want you to get wrecked on anything. But there is a theme to the campaign, and I want the theme to be corruption. Mm-hmm. But not in the typical sense.
Okay.
Not corruption as saying you are good turning to evil. Corruption of expectations and corruption of bloodline. Because Narcus is a good guy, he was corrupted from the typical orc way. So I'm not sure if corruption is the right word.
Right word for it, yeah.
But maybe conversion to different mindsets.
Yeah.
So I've wanted to really build the world into conversion and corruption in the fact like.
Right.
You obviously don't. You as a character and you as a player obviously don't like the pursuers that I've built.
Right.
They are bad people.
Right.
They may have not always been that way.
Right.
And that's something for you guys to discover. When you were like, Octo is really wanting us to kill them. I'm like, I don't want you to kill them right now.
Right.
Right. Like that wasn't how I designed that. But if you want to do that, that's totally fine.
Right.
But it's like.
Right.
The pursuers are designed to be an object lesson within the campaign to the rest of the PCs, and how power and whatnot can't necessarily corrupt, but just change how you think.
Right.
And whatnot. And I wanted to get that across. So it's going to be interesting if I actually get that across. Because I didn't pick that theme. What is that? I didn't pick that theme until partially through writing, and I was like, I'm sensing a pattern in what I want to write right now.
I see. Right.
In one of the campaigns I was a druid of the Circle of the Moon, so I could shapeshift, and one of the friends I was playing with wanted a boar, so we found boars and ended up killing the parent boar, so I got to keep the baby boar, and he was so upset.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure if I need to leave that in there.
I think you need to take it and put it in there.
Put it in there, but...
That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but it's like... Also, I could not. Ugh!
You go around to the... Also, what do you know about... Changing subject now. What do you know about Super Mario 64 Star Road?
What if I do it? What if I do it like this?
Well,
I got it in there. What do I know about Star Road and Super Mario 64?
Super Mario 64 Star Road. There's a chain there.
Oh. That tells me that does need to be in there.
Do you have to take the rocks and put them on the pedestals?
That's also a possibility.
But yeah, Star Road is like a mod for Super Mario 64. It's a very...
I know nothing about it then.
It's very thorough, and it's probably one of the best ones I've seen. It looks... It's like an actual legitimately... Maybe you actually did have to put that one back there. Remember what we did for these, right? Whoa!
Oh, that's it. Good. But like I don't know anything about Star Road. That sounds cool though. I like Super Mario 64.
Yeah, well, it's like a very it's full on like Super Mario 64 2 almost. That's how good it is.
This is like almost a conversion.
Yeah, it's a full conversion thing. So. It's obviously it's a mod, so it works on the PC, right? But
I didn't even know Super Mario 64 was on the PC, or is it just?
I think it's like emulator type stuff, but it'd be cool to play. You get a chance to. Anyways, now back to what we were gonna say. What did you?
Yeah, because I was talking about corruption. Yes. I don't want corruption, at least in this campaign, to kind of be like we're also playing with my other group where I'm a player, not a DM. We're playing through the Curse of Strahd right now, which is a pre-made. Module by Wizards of the Coast.
Yes. Official.
Yeah. And it's quite obvious that... Okay. When Trevor, our DM for Curse of Strahd, was saying that the theme of this is corruption. It's quite clear you have to play at least neutral characters. Mm-hmm. And it's at that point where I'm like, okay, by theme of corruption, you mean corrupting from good to evil. Mm. But I think... saying that it's not necessarily corruption, but from an evil point of view, it would be corruption, bringing someone bad to good.
I think it's unclear when you use the word corruption in that sense. I think if you mean something else when you mean more like conversion or
But I think it makes sense once I explain it, because I in D&D specifically. Because of the way the alignments work, I think corruption could work in any way of it going from one way to another, from what the culture of whoever of whatever PC or whatever is there corrupting what they think is good.
Right.
Because there's so many conflicting things, right? Like tieflings are typically evil. So
Right.
a corrupt tiefling might be a lawful good tiefling.
Right.
Now, obviously, it is not the actual use of the word corruption.
Right.
But it's kind of like a play on the word. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or play on the definition.
I know what you're trying to get at, but I just think it's.
I haven't really
for
thought it out
clarity's
to
sake.
yeah. I've never really thought out the theme of
Hold on, before you dive.
I'm not going to dive.
Are there really there's no tower here? Like,
There's going to be a tower somewhere.
why haven't we seen it yet?
Yeah, I'm not going to dive. I'm going to keep
Okay.
climbing
But anyway,
before I go down.
continue.
I haven't really thought of how to, like, verbally say what the theme of the campaign is, but that's kind of the definition I've been going
Right.
on in my head when I'm writing stuff, is how maybe just not normal
Yeah, I don't
or
think
something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
don't
don't think it's wrong. It's just not right.
Yeah, I don't think you have to outright say what it is. I think the theme comes up sort of.
Hey, bud.
The theme can kind of come up naturally as you are just playing. You know.
You're not that buff.
I mean, sooner or later we're bound to kind of catch on to what kind of like the recurring themes of the story. You know.
Yeah.
So. Ba-da-ba-bum.
Well, yeah, I'm happy that, like, something that's going on in the campaign right now, just for context for Sonia's sake, is there's a lot of demon slaying right now that's going on. There's demons that have been summoned to help fight something more dangerous than demons as a last-ditch effort. Also, thank you for killing that ox for me. And like demons in this campaign that I've made, they're not from hell, they're just from like another plane.
Yeah. It's a misnomer to call them demons.
Yeah, it's almost exactly like the demons in Doom. Because even though they are in that game, they said like it said, we are from hell.
Right.
And you go to hell to fight them. There's no Satan.
Right.
In Doom. There's like archdemons and high demons,
right.
but there's no Satan. So they don't have a leader. So to me, that means they're not actually demons. In the biblical sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? They are pop culture demons, sort of deal. Great. So that's kind of. So that's what I want to say when I say like you're fighting demons, but they're not. Oh, my bananas are scorched. No, don't break them. Don't break them. I want some cooked bananas. In the campaign sense, I just I don't want it to be you are fighting. Oh, it actually loses some stuff. I think. Oh no, it's a half. You are fighting necessarily 100% evil beings that are completely evil, and for the sake of being evil, like they are just born evil. Right. Like there are going to be different personalities throughout the demons you have to fight, and even something where it's like, we to make more demons, we have to do this, and that could sound really, really bad, but that's just kind of how we grew up, so we didn't know there was another way.
Right.
Or something like that. I think that would be, and I haven't made a decision on it, but I think that would be something interesting, where it's like
right.
a demon that could be redeemed.
Right.
Which would be interesting. Okay, sounds like an interesting campaign. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on than the players know right now, because we're still very, very early.
Wait, I mean, Octo says that, but we're like 6 or 7 sessions in. 7?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, main quest-wise, you're now coming up on the second fight, main quest-wise.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun too because when we first started, only 2 of the 6 of us had ever played Dungeons and Dragons before.
At least 5th edition.
Yeah, myself, I've been playing for years, and one other person who played like a while ago.
My buddy Josh. Oh well, no, Josh had played a few times.
That's right. Yeah, before that.
But our buddy Luke played Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Well, he calls it 3.5, but that is Pathfinder.
It is
yeah.
So, but the other three, all girls too.
Yep. All brand new.
Yeah, we're all brand new, and
all girls all wanted to be Ranger Beastmasters.
yes, they all wanted to be the same class because they were like, "Oh, I get to have a little pet. Oh, I want that."
Yeah. How long y'all sessions? Sometimes it's 3.5 hours. Sometimes it's 4 hours. Sometimes it's 4.5. I would like them to be 5, but not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
So I have no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people in our group go to bed earlier than
and some of them have
others.
kids,
and some of them have kids. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm fine.
Ooh.
I was trying to. I forgot buttons. I'm fine doing it a little bit less, but I do want them to be longer. Even our when I'm a player with our other group, I'm like, we play from like 7 to 10, and I'm like, that's not enough time for me. I want to play for a long time.
Sure.
And it's because I'm very new to the hobby, so it's all very exciting.
Yes.
Like when Trevor was like, yeah, when we first started playing D&D, our sessions were like 10 hours long.
Yeah,
I was like, that sounds perfect.
That's like, yeah, it's back when we were in high school when we could actually afford to do 10-hour sessions.
Yeah.
Now we have other adulting to do.
Yeah, now we have jobs.
Yeah.
The tower has to be here somewhere.
Look. I don't. Is that no?
Maybe
is
it's
that
maybe it's
there?
behind the mountain. Maybe it's behind.
It's
the
over
mountain.
there. We just keep going, keep pushing the goalposts here. It's got to be up here, right? But anyway, yeah. It's fun.
We've had 7 people in our group, and we played for about 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
That's 7 is a hard number to keep track, to control, like to manage as a DM.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We. It's not raining yet. There it goes. We initially actually had 7 members, and I had never DM'd before at all. So I was watching a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, and all the videos were saying, don't DM for more than 4 people, especially if it's your first time. And I'm like, I've already committed at least 6 of them, and the 7th one was interested. And he was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to play. And I'm like, I called him, I was like, listen, man, I can't do 7 people my first time. And he was like, okay, no problem.
Yeah, he was nice about it.
Yeah.
So.
He also lives pretty far away, so like
Yeah.
it would have been a hassle for him as well.
Yeah.
So, and then I was really expecting. Yeah, there it is. Right.
Yes.
I saw it. I did see it. I swear.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, no, it worked out.
Death Mountain.
6 of us, maybe Death Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually really expecting one of our rangers to not like it and to stop playing, but she didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
To your left, like up there.
Maybe it's on top of the mountain. Hinox. Hinox?
No, it's a moblin.
Hey, friends.
Oh. Oh. Just get out of there, man. It's not worth it.
It's super worth it.
Well, actually, you do need their parts, I guess. Oh, I'm not gonna dodge that.
There we go.
Oh, Rose's Fury is too good. OP.
It should do extra damage in the rain.
OP, please do not nerf. You know why? Because it's PvE. With no PvP to worry about. From software. They're nerfing all the cool exploits for PvE because PvP is a thing. Well, I mean, not all of them, but I think a lot of the adjustments are about PvP.
I think Dark Souls would be a much better game without PvP.
Really? That's a very controversial.
Because then there would be more
controversial statement.
There would be more effort put into single player, more areas, more bosses.
It's a very controversial statement, but
Yeah,
I don't think I disagree with it. That's what it is.
Every time I play PvP, it's a laggy, glitchy mess. I never really had an interest in being DM. Neither did I. But all my friends, I was like, I want to. Oh, this is cool. All my friends were like, I want to play D&D. I'm like, yeah, me too. I want to play more D&D. Ah!
Well, that worked out.
And I was like, okay, who wants to be the DM? And they're like, well, it's not me. I'm like, well, okay. Ugh.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Just,
So
Well, I mean,
I also probably out of the group was the one with the most amount of time able to be set aside for it.
That's probably true as well. But you also have done an amazing job at it too. I knew you were gonna be good at it, but I didn't think you were gonna have such a natural aptitude for it. Like you really just like.
Well, that's good. I appreciate the kind words.
Sure. Aside from the lost map fiasco.
Listen, I didn't know how to draw it.
Let me explain the context of that. It's sort of like when you're used to a certain way of interpreting maps and things like that. You're used to seeing it a certain way, and then you're shown a different map that you're not used to understanding what it means. So what happened was, Octo wanted...
What was that?
What? Oh, hey.
You come out of there? Really?
Oh! Get him, quickly! Shoot! Shoot more! Just in case he misses.
That'll hit.
Oh, I heard it! Nice.
And the shrine is nearby. Man, these dragons are cool.
Yeah, they're cool, eh? Look at that. You were just here.
But for any player, sorry, actually we were on the topic of
the map.
Really yeah.
So, what happened was there was
Which way do I go?
a map that was ground, and then there was like 10 feet of cliff, and then there was more ground on top, like on the cliff. And the way Octo drew it was he made like he made squares represent like the elevation, and then the rest of the squares were the landmass after the cliff face.
What's that?
Star fragment.
Well, I should get that too.
So for me that was really confusing because I'm used to maps where it's like
I want a dragon. Get a pseudo dragon.
Pseudo dragon. But I'm used to maps where it's like if there's an elevation there, you're just told that there's an elevation there, and then you just have to keep in mind that if you want to climb it, it takes 10 feet to climb, so you just go. Or like if it's difficult terrain, you go, you're going along, normal terrain, 5, 10, 15, and then you hit difficult terrain, 25, 35, etc. Right? But the way that Octo drew it was confusing to me because he had drawn the elevation onto the one by one grid, so I didn't really understand how I was climbing,
Yeah, it just got to the point where like a whole bunch of people got confused about it, and I was like, it's not difficult terrain anymore. If you go there, just make a check. And then people were already like, what do I make a check for? I'm just like, just roll it. If you roll above 5, you're up there. I don't care. This is completely gone fully wrong. What it was for that hill giant encounter. Right. And what that was for was in case you guys decided, I'm just going to sit back and snipe them. They were going to run back behind it so you couldn't see them and start chucking boulders at you.
Right.
Because, again, I watched...
What's to your left?
What?
What's to your left?
I've already been over here, I believe.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a guy... Well, it was him. He was sleeping.
Maybe I haven't been over here.
Oh!
Yo, you got shock arrows, bro? You are now just worth killing.
Yeah, you were saying.
But yeah, I watched a video on Pro Jared's channel from last year's D in December talking about how to design encounters.
Right.
And do these despawn?
What?
The star fragments?
I think after the night's over.
Okay, well then I'm gonna. Okay, no, I've done this before. And yeah, it was confusing. I didn't have my fiance to help, and she's an artist, and I can't draw straight lines, so it was very much me on my own. And I'm like, how do I Google how to draw elevation? And when I got that, I just got a picture of a hill. I was like, great, thanks, that really helps.
Yeah, but
it's like an actual picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that does not. How do you draw elevation at a top-down view? And I got a picture of a hill, straight on. Thanks.
Right.
Same thing happened when I Googled how to draw a cliff.
It's a learning process, though. I mean, you're gonna know from. Nice. you're gonna know going forward. Like don't draw elevations. Just make it
a color change or something.
Just color change, or make a symbol saying, "Hey, this is an elevation."
Yeah.
So it's a learning process. And I don't know everything, all the ins and outs about the game either. It's very complicated. So I think it's okay to make these mistakes, right? It's not a disaster.
What do you mean at 5, Sonia? You say at 5. But I think it's pretty important for anyone who's a player. I think it's pretty important to try DMing, even if it's a pre-made module, because I at least for me, it's really helped me in what kind of it's when the star fragments go away.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. It's actually really useful information.
Good information.
It's really useful to know how not to play from because something that a DM would really have a hard time with because you had a hard time with it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's like to have proper etiquette.
You're in the other person's shoes kind of thing. Yeah.
Also, all the videos I watched about like from Dawnforge and stuff like that, they're all like, listen, if you are playing with a group, give your DM a break and DM a few sessions. Mm-hmm. Or do the next campaign because they want to play too. And I'm like, yeah, being a DM is vastly less fun than playing. It's still fun, but it's a completely different experience, and it's experience I don't enjoy quite as much as just absorbing because it's a lot more work.
Right.
And even though I had probably the most time, out of everyone to set aside for stuff, I still didn't. It wasn't like I had a whole bunch of free time.
Right.
I still had to shift around schedule stuff.
Time to,
Especially for some sessions. There was so much combat in the last session that I really, really needed to set aside a lot of time to make sure it was balanced. Because I didn't want to have to bounce it on the fly. Because whenever I bounce it on the fly, it doesn't go right. Either it becomes too easy or far too difficult. Mm-hmm. So I really sat down and looked at CR and whatnot, and because CR doesn't really work the same way as it should because of the group size, because challenge rating is designed for 4 adventurers at this level. So if a monster is challenge rank 5, it is designed for 4 players at 5th level.
Right.
To fight one of those things. So we have 6 players at 4 levels, and I had 2 hill giants that were both CR5.
Right.
And they can do a lot of damage to one target. That's their deal. For instance, because you guys were having what I dictated as too easy of a time, I made their boulder be an AoE because it's supposed to be a single target.
Mm-hmm. I think it's all right. That's a good way to.
Yeah, but that was on the fly because you guys were wrecking them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I didn't, even with all the time I set aside, I did not do this right. So it's one of those things you have to be okay at just being like, all right, my plan's not working. Let's go to another plan that I'm thinking of right now.
Right.
Which is probably the thing that took me the longest to really adjust to.
See, and you're also really, really good at that. I think a lot of us who are playing, myself included, wouldn't be that good at improvising stuff like that.
Well, I think you just, like, it is one of those things where it's like, we joke about it a lot on the channel, where you do have to fall, like, in our terms, you kind of have to go Hideo. You have to go full Hideo for a minute and be like, what's cool, what's too stupid.
It's kind of like
you gotta also be Hideo and the guy that reigns Hideo in. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
Because my first initial, for instance, you guys fought a Cambion, heavily modified Cambion. Hey, Korok. In like session number 6 or something, or no, like number 4, something like that. And the Cambion was like, he's pretty. Hold on. He's pretty straightforward. He just hits you. He can
a spear.
He can throw a fireball at you, and he can stab you with a spear, and that's all he can do. And I wanted him to be able to do more than that.
And it was great that you did that because it made for a really interesting fight.
Yeah, so I gave him like these 3 like appendages that would come out of his chest. once he got to a certain level, a certain amount of damage, he would tear his armor off, and his DPS, damage per second, just overall damage, would go way up. Way up. But his AC is now 10.
Right.
So he's way easier to hit. It only happened when he had 50 HP left, so it was kind of like this last-ditch berserker mode.
It was a phase shift.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
So it would be...
phase shifts.
It would be... so it would be one of those things where it's like... He can now kill you all very fast, but it only is going to take like 3 hits to take him down. Dang.
You gotta burn him down, you know? That worked out great. And
so, what I was going to say about that is, my initial thought is those appendages, he was going to have 8 of them.
Oh, really?
And he was going to, Nope.
Yeah, I need to make it a little closer, yes.
Yeah. He was going to, after he ripped off his armor, he was going to have 4 on his front and 4 on his back, and he was going to kind of lean back and he was going to crawl on them like a spider.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And that's what he was going to do. But I was like, that was my Hideo.
Right.
And I was like, tone it back. That's too complicated.
That's cool, though.
Oh! It's stuck.
Hold on. Push it in.
Hold on. Can I stasis it?
Oh, just one nudge. Okay, one more. Oh. Just.
Octo Rock, not now.
Let's fly up, though.
No, that's fine.
Oh! Oh! Nice! Well done.
Ooh, Yellowface. Have we seen Yellowface yet?
I think so.
Ow!
Why look? It led you to a thing. So yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, like that's what I mean. Where you stop. Where you have to go cool game designer mode and then also rein yourself back because you can go way too much. I can go way too much into rule of cool and that just wrecks you. If you go too into rule of cool, you end up wrecking a lot of fights because it seems like you're trying too hard or it's so unbelievable.
Right.
That it's like, he definitely made that up. And I don't want you guys to be able to tell when I make stuff up.
I think for the most part, I've not been able to... I don't think I've actually been able to tell at all. I think your ideas are good. Like, you have really weird concepts, which I think really make are really cool to deal with. Because, especially for most of us who haven't played, they don't know what to expect. I think you could do something pretty outlandish, and everyone would be like, "Whoa, that's crazy that's in the book," because they don't know better, you know.
There's already some things that are going to be coming up in the next session that are not in the book or modified in the book.
Like I actually, and you were right. I did like the thing that you put on the last guy we fought. The hook that they dragged them out into the sky.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Because they fought a couple of Spine Devils, and Spine Devils on their own, they're like a CR of 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So initially, it was a mistake. You were supposed to fight them way earlier, but I forgot to put them there. They were supposed to be right after you shot the baby Spine Devils out of the sky.
Oh wow!
They were going to be there, and one was going to be like holding one and like trying to talk to it, and the other one was going to like imagine Dark Souls 1 when the gargoyles come down on the roof, like he goes down and slams with a spear and then yells at you.
Oh, cool.
That's what originally was supposed to happen, and then that was supposed to alert the other one, and the one was only supposed to have a hook.
Okay, well that's cool. I mean, either way, it worked out great for both of us.
Yeah. So in the book, the pole arm, the spear of one of the Spine Devils could have a hook, and what they could do is they could grab you and pull you 5 feet. Not up, just pull you out of your square. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's really lame for a flying creature with a hook to just be able to do that. So instead, they're going to hook you in the shoulder and then strength check and pull you up
into the air.
And then drop you for mass damage. Because they have 22 health and they have 13 AC. They're not hard to hit. They're not hard to kill. So I wanted to make them deadly in an interesting part of the combat.
Right, that makes sense.
Where is the tower?
I feel like I've seen it at some point, but
Yahaha!
not today.
We're just spending an entire stream looking for the stupid tower.
Okay, let's stop a second.
We're on the highest point. It has to be blocked by something now. So it's either over there, behind that, or it's behind
there, or to
no, we've been behind that.
Like that volcano mountain. Remember that volcano-looking thing we found?
Okay, let's go. What's that? Okay, I know where that is. This is where the dragon came out.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a shrine down here somewhere.
Yeah, it was. There it is. It's going off. Yeah, no, so that's cool, right? And I think that creativity is
almost every monster that you guys are going to fight, I will have modified in some way because I think they're boring, and I think that they are intentionally boring.
They intentionally have default,
have left you as the DM extreme. Is this behind the waterfall? Like an extreme amount of customability,
right?
With it just being like, listen, they do this and this is all they do, and I'm like, that's boring and stupid. They do a lot more than that game. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just it, right? It's all about what you make them do, right? That's very Dungeons and Dragons to be like, hey. Good. Why don't you use the Master Sword for this?
More Hellion rice. So yeah, it's like it's but yeah, most monsters that you guys will be encountering at some point, I will have modified their moves, or done something with the map. Just break it, yeah, it's fine. Done something with the map, like this very
I think you're gonna have to
take the top one
do
first.
one at a time, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like modifying counters is good. I mean, it's great Dungeons and Dragons.
Like this. Oh, can I kill the Wizrobe?
Cool,
I can't really get the angle.
Yeah. Woo.
Come on, not giving me good stuff today.
No, good drops today. So.
This very next guy, this very next encounter, is it's probably right in there actually. I think is really really cool. I really hope you guys like it because here it is.
Yeah.
Shodasa. Because I've really, again, the map's gonna look awful because this is when I didn't have my fiance with me. But it's, I can't tell you what it does, but it does something that I don't think you will expect a DM to ever do.
Well, that's exciting.
Not that the DMs haven't done it before. DMs have absolutely done it before. What? Impeccable timing. Oh, I see. But it will be something I don't think you will be expecting a DM to do.
Well, that's very exciting. Oh! Oh no!
Good thing I missed. You gotta go like right now.
There you go.
One down.
Oh. Hopefully, there's like a reset button somewhere. What are we waiting for? Like for the both to be up?
Yeah. I'm gonna cheese this so bad if I don't get it this time. You made me do it, game.
You cheater! Cheater. Okay. Look around some
Are there
more.
more? Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
That's a weird place.
Yeah, it's very weird. Alright.
Yeah, it's not all the treasure here. There's something with those.
Yeah,
Are those just returns?
Oh, maybe.
We'll have to see what's in here first.
Okay.
There's got to be a chest in here, right? Either that or there's just one in the water. One of these days it's going to be behind.
Yeah.
One of these days. But yeah. I don't think... I don't know, like... What do you think, for you, would be the hardest thing? Like, if you were a DM? Or if you wanted to try? And I do, even if you never actually do a campaign, I recommend to everyone, at least write one. Because it's fun. It's fun to... It's creative writing.
I think the hardest thing for me would be improvising. Like, being like... A lot of it being like... Okay, so they didn't do what I thought they were going to do, and I don't have... Like, the way I wrote the story, this wasn't supposed to happen this way, and so I don't know how to make the characters react in a way that makes sense for the rest of the story. Like, you know? Like, have... Oh, they killed this person instead of talking to them, now... The, you know... The lawful good character who's supposed to, like, be your confidant should be upset at you, but he's, like, the main character who's supposed to be helping you, and now you killed someone who upset... What? Oh.
They send chests.
Oh. So then... Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Huh. What are those for, then?
What?
Well, those ones up there.
These things?
Yeah, those
I'm pretty sure the
pillars.
chests were in them, and they sang them.
Oh, and they shot them!
They
Oh,
shot
I
them.
get it. I get it.
Have you ever been told you can't be around someone because of bad influences? Yes, I have. Whether I'm the bad influence or they are a bad influence, yes, I have.
Yeah. And
it typically is correct.
we can't speak to each individual situation, but there can be
I'm back, and yes, I have.
Any reasons for that?
That was Psycho, by the way.
Oh, Psycho. Psycho
rules, the climbing tip.
Climbing tips.
Yeah, I have.
Good.
Multiple times.
There was a Puritan by the name of I'm trying to remember his name. Holven.
Beethoven.
Can't remember his name, but he said that good acts repeated become good habits, and good habits repeated becomes good character.
Yeah, I think that's very wise. I think that's very true.
Yeah. So similarly, bad actions.
No.
Not right now. Yeah, so similarly, bad actions repeated become bad habits, and bad habits becomes bad character. So when people say bad influence, they're trying to stem the tide of bad actions and bad habits and bad character.
I mean, that has happened to me as a child. I would want to hang out with some of my brother's friends or some adults, and my mother or father said, "Don't do that. At your age, they're going to be a bad influence."
Right.
And a lot of times, I don't know for sure, but a lot of times I think that is your parents not necessarily knowing your maturity level, but being safe rather than sorry, which I do think is definitely good.
Right.
I have awesome royal broadsword. I have, as an adult, thought to myself, I should not be around you because I will be a bad influence to you.
Really.
I've done that. Yeah, as an adult. Some of the kids at Discovery Friday, when they started coming to church, a lot of times, because I'm a jokey guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're gonna want me to crack jokes all the time
In church.
Yeah, and I will be a bad influence on you because you came to church to listen. You didn't come to church to hang out with me.
And to learn and to to assist others, you know, because that's part of what church is about helping other people, not getting things for yourself, you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying that church can't be fun.
Oh yeah, of course
just
not. It's
there's you know
it's
like you're here to learn. Just like I think this is another thing very much like what's it called? It's not a saying, but it's a thing that I've heard from a lot of college students is you don't understand the quality of not clowning around in class until you're paying for your class. So in high school and in grade school, it doesn't matter. I don't need to listen. I'm not choosing to be here.
Right.
I'm not paying to be here. In college, when you're spending $20,000 a year, then you're like, I am paying to be here.
Right.
I need to be done so I don't have to fail and pay more money. You know what I mean?
wish I had been a better student when I was in school. But, you know.
Me too, but I mean...
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's, you know...
I can't hang around my best brother because he was the one that hung out with me, and he went downhill ever since moving out and started to do very bad things, and that can't be said because it's sad to say.
Sure,
I talked about it with my mom, seeing him this weekend, and she was like, oh no, you aren't. He's a bad influence.
I see.
I understand where your mother's coming from. It's one of those things where I think this was hard for me to see when I was younger. It's not like your parents in general are trying to not let you have a good time.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very easy to think that when you're going through it, when someone tells you can't do this, and you're like, you just don't want me to do it either because you're jealous or because you don't want me to have fun.
Right. You want to control me or whatever.
Yeah, and I do think that's probably. That might be your mom saying that, listen, I know you, and I know you're very impressionable, and if he's doing very bad things, you might get the impression that some of it's okay, or he might, in some weird way, like, I don't know your brother, right? He could be a super good guy. He could be a super not good guy. I have no idea. But it could be one of those situations where he might not think for a minute and ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with, and instead of being like, I'm not comfortable with that, you're kind of like, yeah, I'll do it because I want you to like
it. And even then, sometimes bad influences can slip into us subtly. You don't go from being here? I don't know. You know, many people don't go from being totally fine to, you know, doing bad things. There's a slow fade into doing bad things, and it happens most of the time. It happens gradually, so it's that gradual pull that most parents are concerned about, I think.
Not saying that it doesn't suck.
It's not as easy, or that
because it sucks.
The explanation makes it any
nicer,
any
easier to swallow.
But there's a reason sometimes behind these things.
I think one of the most important lessons I learned as a teenager from my father was if there's something that you don't like and someone's doing it, or someone's telling you not to do something, you should take a second and think about the other perspective. So if my dad told me something that I really didn't want to do and I really don't like, and he's telling me I can't do something, instead of just being like, oh, poor me, I should look at it from his perspective.
Right.
And if I still disagree with it, then I still disagree with it. But more times than not, I'd be like, that makes sense. And then that was an important lesson. Really, guy. Did you see me get struck by lightning and nothing happened to me? You still want to fight me?
You're good.
You know what? You get the Sword of Evil's Bane. Boom.
Oh.
So I think that was a very important lesson.
Yeah.
It's probably for a good reason, says Sonia. I don't know your situation.
Again, there's individual situations, but we're speaking in a general sense.
In a general sense.
Like, because we would have to counsel on like a case-by-case basis, but in a general sense, yeah, that's, there's... Whoa!
Stalnox. Hey,
there's a flame blade in his arm. That's cool.
How's it even stuck in there? It's not even stuck through his bone.
But no, it kind of is. Oh, it's brutal. No, don't hit it over there. That's gonna go back into his eye like Morpha. Oh no, I was joking.
Oh, have you never seen them catch
No,
their eye?
I've never really fought these. Oh, this is so. Oh, it's so cool.
There we go. He's dead.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I feel your pain.
No, yeah, it's.
It sucks.
Oh man, he didn't drop too. Oh, well, roll broadsword, I guess. He didn't drop many like food things.
Oh, I had enough room for all of those?
Roll halberd. I haven't seen many of those.
Nope. I ain't even mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, in all my experiences, it's not like my parents were out to get me.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I think what. I mean, this is a theological thing for me. Is like what helps to be more patient with people and to see sort of try to see from their perspective more is like to understand that you're a worse person than them. I think that because that's a theological thing biblically. Paul the apostle would refer to him. Oh, you threw the royal broadsword?
Yeah, it was almost broken.
Oh, okay. Paul the apostle would refers to him like he was an amazing man who he wrote like a third of the New Testament and through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, and even he himself referred to himself as the worst of sinners, because he had this understanding that.
That was tragic. You see that mighty portion swim onto the shore?
I did. But he understood that like it does no good to see oneself as better than someone else, because all it does is make you bitter and resentful and he's quick to get angry at someone else, you know? So like stuff like anger, right? Most anger comes from pride at its core, because it's the idea that, you know, I'm angry because, well, it's me and this happened to me. How could that happen to me of all people? You know,
I don't deserve this.
I don't deserve this. It's like, well, I mean, you're not a perfect person, you know, like, so whenever I get angry about something, I have to like step back and be like, wow, like I'm acting like I don't deserve this treatment. And I'm like, well, I'm inherently a bad person. That's what the gospel says, right? Like I'm inherently a sinner. That.
Oh my gosh, guys, please get up here! Oh!
No, you can go to the other side.
No, I can't.
But,
I can't let the wood win.
The gospel is that, you know, I'm inherently a sinner that needs salvation, and I can't do anything about my sinful state. So
it's not worth it.
You know, it's a theological thing that I live by, and it makes sense of the world around me. Yeah, but anyway. You're fine. There you go. See, I that one time there, I wasn't like, oh, okay, he's gonna look. Here it comes. But I knew we were gonna make it. That time.
I know. You don't always have faith in me. It's. I understand. I don't want you to fall in the water because I want your guts. Man, brutal. Fatality, am I right? Oh boy, I need more meat. Nom 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 banana.
What about? I think this is the point of the game where we should probably be cooking more food because of how many hearts you have.
It's like cooking is like kind of boring. Ah! No! Oh,
no, you're fine. I think.
Like I don't think okay. I should rephrase. I don't think cooking is boring. I get a certain amount of allotted time each week to play the video game.
People have been saying that. I understand that.
I really don't think cooking is boring, though. I actually really enjoy cooking in this game. Probably helps that I enjoy cooking in real life.
Okay, the Puritan I was talking about his name was Charles Naylor.
What am I taking? Oh, arrow.
I didn't want to get his name right. I had to look him up. Charles Naylor. and he was talking about it was in his discussion about patience.
Oh, jeez.
Where he talks about bad actions repeated or sorry, good actions repeated or make good habits, and good habits make good character. Oh, this was like an outpost thing.
Ding, ding, ding. Lizzle Deca Rang, 100 damage. What? Dude, I'm right in the middle of Gotcha Bike Season 2.
Yes.
Dude, so good. So funny.
I really think you might enjoy the thing I found. It's
Hey!
a little hard to... it's a little, hard to understand, I would think, but at the same time, you don't need to know much Japanese to understand it. It's because it's more like...
Let's see, will that boomerang come back?
Yeah, it's coming back, but we can't catch it. Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Rang. Make your way to Sonic.
Because there's enough of a even though the subtitles are bad, they're really bad. They're like the conjugations.
Like English.
It's very
super
English. Yeah.
Is that it? No.
That's a palm tree. I think you're trying to hallucinate now.
We've been running around here for 2 hours.
Speaking of hallucination,
Did you watch that?
I watched the.
I super remembered a ton of that wrong, by the way.
Yes, you did. After I watched it, I was like,
Yeah.
this didn't happen the same way. That's all right.
It was still cool though.
Sorry, we need to explain.
Yeah, a guy named Vsauce on the internet. He's pretty popular. I'm sure you've heard of him. If not, he's like a guy that does a lot of science videos and stuff like that. He did a really cool series called Minefield on YouTube Red, and the first episode is free, and it's about isolation and what that can do to your mind.
Yeah, that's really cool. Why'd you do that?
Just wanted to see what happened.
Anyway, yeah, so it was really cool. It was like a half hour of like what that does to people's minds when you're isolated, and here's important: you're isolated. You have no way to engage your brain with anything. You're in like a plain room, and you have no concept of time in that room.
Yeah,
so you don't see the sun.
So fast before like he was just like, I think it's Saturday, and it's like Friday at like 8 a.m.
Yeah, and at one point near the end, he was the idea was that he had to stay in this room without any stimulation for 3 days, and the only thing he had was himself and a few like protein drinks to make sure he was still eating and stuff, right, and a bed, but he had no way of entertaining himself aside from himself, and he had no way to keep track of time, so he was alright for a little while, and then like after he slept one night, he lost track of how much time had passed, and he had no external way to determine what time it was, so he just started like guessing at the times, and then near the end of the session of the 3 days, he started to like get confused about what was dream and what was reality.
Yeah, he's in just like this pure white room.
Yeah, because what happened was by day 3 he started dreaming about the room he was in. So when he woke up, he wasn't sure if he was dreaming or he was still awake. It's really weird.
Yeah, I learned about that show from Rhett and Link because he was on GMM.
Yeah, he was.
I think that's where I got some of the stuff where he was saying, because not all of it was in that. Did you watch that GMM with him in it?
I think so.
Where he talked about that time where I thought that was a rock for a second, like a ROC. He was talking about he had a dream that his wife came in and got him from the room, and then he woke up and walked over to the door and opened it and saw nothing, and was like, oh.
I guess that it didn't happen.
I guess I was dreaming, and then he just sits back down on the bed. He's like, I'm really confused. Like, yeah, that's where like I got a lot of the stuff that like I told you about from what he was saying on GMM, which wasn't all about his personal experiences either. I think the one where he was talking about where someone talking for someone trying to count from 1 to 10 and they couldn't, not him himself.
Well, there was a point where he was doing like crunches or something, and he was trying to count like 15-1, 15-2, 15-3.
Yeah, he was doing like 7-10, 7-11, 7.
Yeah, eventually 12. He was like 15, Like, it's like 15, 14, 15, 15, 15, and he had to pause and be like, what comes after 15, 14, 15, 15?
Yeah.
Right? And it was like 15, 17, so there was definitely some cognitive, like, breakdown a little bit. Cause
I watched that with my fiance last night, and she was like, well, it really helps him because he has a camera there. And I'm like, just wait, because, like, the psychologist says, it doesn't matter.
You'll try to...
Your brain will make a friend.
Make a friend, yeah.
Out of anything.
Oh. Music.
Hey, Cass. Hopefully
No,
Cass...
that's not Cass, that's the stable.
It's the stable, but hopefully Cass is at the stable.
Well, see, again, that makes perfect sense. And now, his explanation, like, near the end of the video is like, hey, man, we evolved to be social. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's one interpretation.
Yeah.
I think it's more like we're created to be social.
And rely on each other.
And to rely on each other and to be creative.
This is really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Right here.
It is, isn't it?
That's really pretty.
Nice.
Where the fudge is the tower?
Oh, my goodness. Did you get the shrine for that shrine for that stable?
No, not yet.
You should get
checking what's up here because
I
gotta find the stupid tower, dude.
Okay, but yeah. So like we were created to be social, and we created to be in communion with each other.
Oh, hallelujah!
And we were created.
This is where I die from this thing.
We were created to be creative. To use our faculties and our mind. So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Well, I thought in demonstration 1, boredom versus pain, I thought that was really interesting. Where the guy's like, I never was. He shocks himself. Ooh. He shocks it's like a fake focus group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like there's 2 actors and this guy, and it's like they're testing to see, like, the guy doesn't know what they're testing.
Right.
He just thinks it's a focus group, but they're testing. There's, like, people would say you would rather hurt yourself than be bored.
Right.
And this guy, like, shocks himself into, like, a control thing. He's like, I would never want to do that again. And then he's alone for 1 minute and 57 seconds in a room saying that you can't do anything, and he shocks himself.
Yeah. Willfully. Like,
willfully. And then he waits, and then, like, at 7.5 minutes...
Nice.
At 7.5 minutes, he does it again.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because I was like an outside observer, but I feel like I would have lasted longer than 2 minutes before I would have done that.
I don't think I would have. I already do that here. Because
That's true.
Because like I don't want to sound like, but like I have a pretty high pain tolerance.
You do.
So like I'll just sit here and I have like wire cutters. I have pliers. Sorry, they're not wire cutters, but they have like a little wire cutter piece, and I'll just kind of be squeezing my fingers with the pliers because I'm like, I want to feel something if I'm just sitting there watching something, because this is the deal. This is why I can't sit down and watch movies or TV for very, very long. Like I can with some stuff, but not with most, because I don't like it when my brain is not engaged, and watching something is not engaging enough for me.
But even if it's like a a debate or like a it
doesn't matter what it is. It's not enough.
But it's so like it's
thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking stuff, right?
Doesn't matter.
Like, it's not enough.
Doesn't matter. It's not enough.
See, I could do that all day. I could. If what I'm viewing is thought-provoking, I could listen to that all day because I love thinking about those kinds of things.
I have an easier time sitting there and thinking to myself than sitting there watching someone else talk to me.
But see, when they talk and then you think about what they're talking about.
I completely understand. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is.
Huh.
So like I'll be sitting here because you know me. I'll be fiddling. I'm always fiddling with something.
You are always fiddling with something.
And it's not like a lack of self-control. I can sit there in church. I don't
right.
fiddle with anything. I'm
right.
sitting there and I'm actively listening. But bye palm leaves.
Oh.
But like I just prefer the mental stimulation of having to do something with my hand,
sure.
or having to control something or just move something around, other than just audio.
Maybe you're a tactile learner.
I'm very much tactile learner. I could almost never. That's why I was such a bad student. Is because a lot of the times it's not tactile. It's just I'm going to tell you how it is, and that's how it is, well, and then you learn this way.
That's kind of one of the issues with
public education.
Public education is like it's
just education in general, not even public. Yeah, I went to a private school for a little bit.
It's that it's more like it favors a certain kind of person, when back in the day it wasn't always that way. You know, like you learn different skills based on what you preferred. You know, there were a sort of appreciation for learning skills that were more tactile.
Well, I think that's why. I think that's why so many guys do well in shop. Back when shop class was a thing.
Yeah.
You're doing stuff with your hands.
Yeah.
And I very much, because my mom is not like this, and she homeschooled me for a bit, and she had huge problems with me because she would sit down and teach me about something, and I would be like listening, like intently, like staring and listening, and she'd be like, "Okay, now do it." I'm like, "I can't. I don't know how." I have to sit down and while she's explaining it, do it.
Do it as
like
she's
with
explaining.
like yeah, like
Right.
if it's math, I have to be doing it, and that's another thing is like, ooh, nice. Attack up plus 20.
That's a lot.
I'm very.
Which way was the tower?
It was.
Don't lose it.
It was this way. I'm looking for the shrine. I'm very much. So many bananas. I'm very much. Lost my train of thought.
Tactile. You were being
Tactile.
homeschooled
I'm very
and-
particular with how my mind works. My mind doesn't work, at least when it comes to math. My mind doesn't work like how a lot of schools want my mind to work. So like I'd be doing math, and when I was homeschooled, I was actually video schooled through a school in Florida.
Yeah.
Pensacola, Florida, and they would have me. It was a real school. It wasn't like my mom or my dad graded everything. I sent my stuff to them, and then they would grade it and send it back. And my math teacher failed me because the work I was showing was not the work that she taught.
Right.
So she thought I was cheating.
Right. And
at that point, I was like, "This is why I hate school."
but
I went from getting a 99 in math to failing because I don't show the work the way you want me to.
right.
So that's when I was just like, all right, whatever, and I just didn't care anymore.
But in hindsight, do you understand why? Like
I
that
totally
happened?
understand why, especially when I'm not in a classroom with her. I'm just some random kid from Canada.
Right.
Of course, she thinks I'm cheating. Why wouldn't I be cheating?
Right. Especially when you haven't shown your work or
The
whatever.
the work the way she wants me to,
Right.
the way she taught.
Right.
So yeah, I am.
Oh,
Okay, bud.
You got confused.
I completely understand. I still dislike it.
Sure.
And, I did not have a good experience with that school because of that reason. It wasn't just in math, it was also... Well, I guess it was all math, but it was like algebra and geometry. I didn't show my work the way everyone else wanted me to, so I just failed a whole bunch of times until my parents were like, well, you're getting it right, and they would like sit down and watch me do a test, so they knew I wasn't cheating. And it was like, okay, we know you're doing it right.
This is after the phase you were in where you...
No, this is still the phase I was in where I just preferred to cheat on everything. I just couldn't cheat when my mom and dad were staring at me. You gotta pick your battles. Sonya says I hate school. I consistently hate school. I hate the standardized education system. But yeah, so like that's why school was so rough for me. Is that a Tinox? What is that?
I think. Well, no, it's
Just
rocks.
ore. There's lots of ore here.
Yeah, and bananas.
I really like this zone.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, well, yeah. It was... School was different, back quite a number of years ago, like before I was even born. School was more about teaching you how to think instead of what to think, as well as teaching you good character. Because then when you have good character, that will facilitate being someone who wants to learn and who is engaged and involved in learning. Because the thing is now that I'm an adult and I see the value in education and the value in knowledge, I'm much more interested in learning things. I think that's what a lot of young people needs. Young people need reasons for why it's important to know this stuff. I think this is the way I was too. I was a bit of a bookworm myself, but I've read books. I was actually a bad student, but I loved reading books in the library and studying things, right? And researching. But I just didn't find I didn't know what the value was in learning the things that the teachers were teaching me. You know. Anyway, I've had it. I can't handle this constant fear. Lightning strikes the stables really often, so I get scared whenever it starts to rain. Please, could you go try and find out why this keeps happening?
Leave it to me.
You will.
So
really?
he says, at my school, all my school cared about were grades. It's a lot of the. I've been to, how many schools did I go to? I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 schools in my grade 1 through 11. I actually dropped out of school because my parents were like, they're failing you, but you know your stuff. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Go just go get your GED, which is the equivalency test of high school. But yeah,
Blizzards.
Do I need them?
Yeah, for the second tier upgrade for the climber set.
All right. Accidentally just bought one.
Sorry. You're saying?
I'm trying to remember what I was saying.
You got a GED. So your parents said, just get a GED. They're failing you, so whatever.
Yeah. So like, all like it's unfortunate that, and it's understandable. It is understandable from the point of view of we have 50 to 60 kids in this class. I can't spend time with you. It was like all they care about is your grades, and if you are not,
that's part of the problem with public education.
Super is.
And students, not enough teachers.
Yeah, and that's the only way they have a what's it called? They like the only way they have a sense of progression with you.
Right. Okay. I see.
It is what are your grades?
Right. Owned.
Oh jeez. I gotta get up here now because it's not raining. I gotta get up now.
Hurry. You're good for the next little while though. But.
So yeah, it's like really unfortunate that like instead of my teachers being like, I've only had one teacher my entire life be like, okay, you know what? You do it your way as long as the answers are right. That's fine with me. She's my favorite teacher. Grades 7 and 8. Best teacher. But all my other teachers were like, you do it this way or you fail. And that's it. And that's it's like they didn't have enough time to spend with me, and that's the biggest problem is instead of being like, okay, this isn't working for you, let's design a program that does.
And this, by the way, is another reason why homeschooling was a big thing in the start of the nation, early on when the start of the nation of Canada and America. Homeschooling was very popular because who better to teach you and know and understand how to teach you than your own parents?
Oh my gosh, is it down there? No.
So that was kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, maybe.
And then when public education became a thing, it put a hindrance on, how can we know how to teach all these kids all these different ways when we're not their parents, we don't know all the ins and outs of how they learn. I mean, that's hard to do. Like, even if we could go back to homeschooling being a main thing, and public school being
but
not
both parents
popular.
Both parents working a job, don't have time.
The problem is the breakdown of the family these days.
Yeah.
See, it's all the problems are all.
It's like an absurd amount of money to create. Like even if you were homeschooled with a private teacher, it takes an absurd amount of money to do that and to have a lesson that is built for the way you learn. It's just a huge problem, and it really punishes some people.
And the problems are all interconnected.
Yeah.
So the breakdown of the family has caused homeschooling to be a little less viable, which caused taxes to increase to help support public education, and now we have a situation where kids don't learn as well. They're also more rowdy. Speaking with a teacher on Monday, a good friend of mine I know. She's been working as a teacher for decades, and she's just saying the classes I've got right now are so rowdy.
Is that Jean?
No, it's another singer. Eleanor, her name is, but she's been working for her for a while, and she's like, they're so rowdy that I have a hard time even just teaching, just trying to keep them under control. Yeah, is half my job at this point. Yeah, and I'm like, again, that's because of the breakdown of the family. It's interconnected problems, you know.
Yeah.
So it's tricky.
Sydney says, I went to the same school district my entire life, and I wish I was homeschooled.
Mm.
It's hard because it's one of those things where it's like, I would not recommend homeschooling.
Really?
Depending on who your parents are.
Well, see, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's
both my parents were absurdly busy, and that's not their fault. You know, whatever. You know, you have to provide for me.
Sure.
As a child. What do I do here?
Do you launch yourself? Like, do you?
I might be able to launch myself.
Like, can you put that down, and then that side down, and then yeah. No.
Could I stasis? What?
What happens now? Maybe this will work because it'll go boom. Oh no.
I have to hit it straight down. That's the thing.
Okay.
Where like again, my parents didn't have enough free time to really school me the way I should have been schooled, and they both know that.
Right.
They're both like, you don't learn this way, and we know you don't learn this way, but we don't have the time to to really help. And like whatever, it does nothing.
Okay, try like this, and then do it. I mean, I don't know what that would do, but
oh jeez.
because it'll like, oh no, it's going up that way. Oh, there you go. It'll like right. Nope.
I need to drop something.
But yeah.
But yeah. So it was just like, it was a lot of. And my mom's a perfectionist, and I'm not. Yes. And in school, I was like, I do not care, because no matter what I do, someone says I'm doing it wrong, and someone, someone is saying that I'm stupid and I don't understand it. And it's like, not that I don't understand it, it's that you're not letting me do it in a way that makes it simple for my mind. So I'm jumping through extra steps. Right. And that was the problem. So like, if my parents, I would recommend homeschooling if your parents had enough time. That's the hard part. So he says, my mom's an English teacher and my dad's really good at math. That's cool, man.
That's cool. Yeah.
I hate English so much.
I like it. I love English.
English was something that never made sense to me. Nope.
That's not a bad idea though. It's
maybe,
but
hear me out. Maybe.
Okay.
Now we just gotta wait.
Okay.
I love English, says Sonia. I can't stand it.
No,
which is weird because I now write things for not just for a living, but also for recreation.
Yes, I like English quite a bit myself. I also just find languages to be fun. I am moderately fluent in Japanese, which is there's more languages, more like. I like words in general. I just, Oh, that's not bad. How do you get that? Can you use a magnet it the chest?
I didn't even think about that. No, I can't.
Okay. That would have been cheesy. Is there?
Ah!
Oh no!
Why don't I just do it from here?
Yeah, it's good. I used to spend time in the library, like in my free periods and on lunch. Right, I didn't have too many friends in high school, so I spent most of my time in the library or on the track field, either running track like around the track or reading lots of various books. Oh yes!
I had to jump.
No!
Oh! Thank you, Glitch.
Thank you, Glitch
so Gremlin.
Cheesy.
Oh,
still. And so
I didn't have many friends in high school either.
But yeah, that's what I did during my breaks, and I enjoyed it. I would just read whatever I could find. Like I find it interesting. So I read stuff in the library from like, the concept of infinity to like, parenting books to just like anything. Random things. And I just
Someone
found
says I always wanted to learn Japanese. Japanese is a cool language.
Yeah, Japanese is cool. Yeah, I'm moderately fluent.
I wish I was fluent, but I don't want to do any work to get fluent. So,
but you know what's
typical problem.
You know what's a really cool feeling? I'm subscribed to. I was subscribed for I've been subscribed for years now to this place called JapanesePod101.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it has some lessons and stuff like that, right? I've subscribed to like their to a daily here's a word sent to you every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I haven't seen, I've seen a kanji in like years. I go into my email. I'm like, I can read that.
That's cool.
That's a cool feeling. I'm like, I shouldn't be able to read that anymore, but I know what that says.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's tattooed to my brain. You know what I did
when
I first was learning? And this is why it's a lot of work. Is because you would sit down and you'd pick. Okay, I have so many kanji to learn before the next test, and I would be okay. Today, these 10 kanji, and you take out a notepad and you write them all, and then you do it again, and then you do it again until you had like a psychopath's scrawl.
Yeah,
it would just be like over and over again. These 10 kanji.
Working no play makes Jackie a dull boy.
Exactly. So that's what would happen for me when I did kanji. And now, like when I see them, the ones I studied, I can't not know them because I've repeatedly done them over and over again, you know?
That's how I'm about ACL, or ASL. I don't know what ASL is.
ASL. All systems lightning.
Yep. That's what that means.
Yes, enlighten me. ACL? ASL, excuse me?
American Sign Language.
Oh! That's so cool!
I know a little bit of sign language, not enough though.
That's really cool. I really appreciate people who can do that.
Whoa!
Oh, I guess that's enough. Oh. Yeah, I think it's really cool to watch someone sign. There's a lady at our church who does it every Sunday, and even though
I just watch her.
Yeah, even though I'm listening to the sermon, right? But I am watching her a lot of times, being like, "That's how you say."
That's really
that
cool.
word. That's really cool.
What's so cool about
sign language.
Sign language is how expressionate you have to be with your faces.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Because you would think.
I guess that gives context.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know though, but
because I guess it's like text essentially.
Yeah,
with
it's
your
like
hands, right?
Faces.
So making the face would be like sarcasm or anger.
Maybe, yeah,
something like that.
This is all like
I have no idea, but
on my part,
it makes sense in my mind.
Makes sense. It's very cool.
I've been looking
I just,
so long for you, Tower.
For me, I have a general respect for people.
It gives context. Yep.
Okay, there you go. See, for me, I think I have just
Dragon.
General respect whenever someone can do a skill that I can't do. Like when it comes to either art or building a bench or something. Any sort of skill, I'm like, wow, that's really cool that you can do that. Like I don't have that skill. Like, how did you do that? Like whenever Fiddle, this is Octo's fiance, does a piece of art, I'm like, how did you do that? How did your brain turn the concept, the visual in your brain into a picture? Like, because whenever I try to do that, I'm like, I can visualize it, I can see it.
Yeah, then it's a stick figure.
And then it's a stick figure, and like, how did this happen? You know?
Well, that's like Tristan. Like, oh my gosh, Tristan is like a professional artist, but he's just like, nah, it's fun. No, like, how is it fun? I sit down for hours and I'm like trying to draw a face, and it looks like someone's super disformed.
Someone just blew their nose
onto a piece of paper.
You know. But I guess that's to anything, right? Like whenever this is going to be a more silly example because it's not as practical. But whenever I watch you play an FPS game,
what do you mean? It's super practical.
Okay, well,
it gets all the ladies.
Well, the only
if you've ever been out at a game store at 3 a.m. and you're waiting for a midnight launch, and there's a girl out there, and you're like, "Yo, baby, my Katie's 3.0," and she's like,
goodness,
okay. And I'm like, yeah, you're into me.
Yeah. Well, the only lady you're gonna be into and have been into is your fiance and your / wife.
Well, that's actually the thing I asked her. I was like jokingly, I was like, it's pretty attractive that I'm good at video games, right? And she's like, actually, yeah. I was like, yeah!
Oh!
Where'd that dragon go?
I didn't see any dragon.
There was a dragon right over there.
Yeah. Okay, Octo. Sure there was.
No, there was a dragon!
There was
well, it's at 7 a.m., so he probably left.
There was a dragon.
He's probably up there.
Yes.
He's probably left.
Was he a pretty dragon?
It's a giant yellow Mushu.
Oh, what else did he do?
He just kind of flew.
Oh, okay. What did you do with the dragon?
Well, I was trying to see if I could shoot him to get a scale to offer to a goddess at a shrine.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
I'm not crazy!
Right, so yeah, like I was saying. So I just really think that sign language is cool, and people who build with stuff with their hands is cool. Artists are cool, you know.
And I'm cool.
And I think that when you play FPS games, I'm like, how is he doing that? How is it possible he's this keenly aware of, you know, X, Y, Z?
Because I had no friends in high school.
There
he is!
Well, either way.
I told you!
Oh, you're right. Now I'm the silly one.
Just believe me.
But
someone has to believe me.
Oh, it's too late now. You gotta get things, get balloons. Get him! Shoot! No! Shoot! No, you're missing him. What are you doing? Oh! You got him.
Ah!
What's hitting you? Oh, it's his things. Oh wow, he's right underneath you. I think you hit him already.
Yeah, I did. I just wish I could get more. Where is it?
I mean, it's usually kind of pretty obvious where it is. Oh, I'll shoot these while we're here.
The problem is it fell in shrubbery.
Yeah. A shrubbery? Pop. Nope. Oh, it's such a waste. It's such a waste for the charge. Precious ancient bow. Is that it?
In the water?
In the water? Oh.
No. That's just beautiful god rays.
Hmm.
It's probably in here.
I really like the zone.
It's really
pretty.
tropical.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it isn't. It is it.
Woo! It's really tropical.
Tropical.
I do like it. Not Tropicana.
See, this is why you wouldn't be good at that game that I was talking about, the Japanese Siri game, because
I like to mispronounce words.
Well, a lot of the times they would mess up the word and they would fail the quiz, because instead of saying, like, one of their words was like, balance.
Balance.
Right? But they would say, well, Japanese way of saying it is saying baransu.
Baransu.
Right?
Baransu.
But they would say something, but then they try to do it say it in English with an English accent, and they would say like baransu, and they would focus kind of like on the su.
Yeah.
And something like that, you know. What is it? I just thought you'd come and talk to me then. Well, I'm on my way to. I do. They say the fish and fruit there are really fantastic, so I thought I'd go there and add them to my diet.
Cool.
I feel very something.
Yeah, I get that a lot from the ladies. I feel something. I'm not sure if it's affection or disgust.
I knew you were gonna say disgust. I just knew it. This has been a very talkative stream, like a very open.
Our
stream.
minds are the one and the same. Schrinderber.
That I did not think that. So.
No, you have to be a special kind of crazy to see Shrine nearby and be like, oh, Schrinderber.
Schrinderber. Or not an English speaker.
Schrinderber.
Hope you guys are enjoying candid conversations with Octo and Mefuki.
Or sorry,
that.
one idiot who doesn't have a brain in Mefuki. If you remember that conversation from a couple weeks ago, how I don't have a brain and you hate me.
That's not at all what I said.
Well, that's actually what you said in context. Is you have no brain and I hate you.
It's very important that you take what people say in their proper context and proper motive.
You're absolutely right. I have no brain and you hate me.
Okay.
Where is the shrine? I think it's underneath me.
Now, I believe the fruit of my behavior would tell you otherwise.
Well, I think the fruit of the loom is underwear.
That's correct. It's a non sequitur, but it's correct.
Where do I go? Where do I go? What do I do?
What do I even do?
Okay, Aaron.
I'm just a Link guy. I'm by trees.
Aaron, just read the tutorial.
But see, that's you. You're like,
It's
I
me
can't
with
talk to
people.
Keel.
What?
I can't. What do I do with talking to Keel or not? I don't know. What did you say? It's me with people?
Yeah. Talking to people
With NPCs.
is something I hate IRL.
You do not.
I hate talking to strangers.
But you're... Again, I maintain this. You're like one of the more popular guys I know.
Well, this is the weird thing, is you keep saying that, and
That's
it's
true.
not like I try. I actually have very high social anxiety.
And yet, here you are.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm not looking at anyone other than you. And I'm used to your mug.
Thank you. I'm not sure how to take that. Mug is generally a negative connotation.
The shrine behind the waterfall. That's what I thought too, but I was too stupid to look, and because I didn't want to be made fun of. No!
Sometimes...
Oh,
wait a minute! Wait a second!
Oh, no!
Oh, come on, do it! Wait.
Oh!
You're so close! Oh my goodness.
I just want to say that I'm the best video game player that has ever lived.
Okay.
I just want everyone to know that I've never died. I've also never fallen down a cliff in my entire life.
You did that this stream.
I've also never drowned in water. If I get struck by lightning and I don't die, everything I say is true, and you can't.
But I know you won't get hurt.
Oh, I'm Raiden, dude. You know, Raiden means Thunder God in Japanese, which means obviously I can cast lightning.
Cast lightning.
Cast.
Wait, where are you going?
The shrine was not back there.
Oh. Okay. So, wait, Sonya was saying it might be back there.
There's a shrine behind a waterfall.
Oh.
Maybe it's a waterfall down here.
Also fish?
Oh, they got struck by lightning.
Hyrule base.
Hyrule base. Hyrule treble and bass.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, ba-dum. Boom, ba-dum, boom. That's Indiana Jones. Boom, ba-dum, boom. Guy.
You don't have to kill him. You can just leave him.
There's only one way they're gonna learn, and that's
they're not gonna learn. They
not have any
they're
sons.
AI.
Anymore.
They can't learn.
For the parents to
Wait a
not
minute,
have
well-
children anymore, because I keep killing them all, and then the race of the Yiga just comes to an end because they're stupid.
What? I said they're AI. They can't learn. Well, what I mean
And
is
AI can actually learn.
Yeah. What I mean is like that's part of what makes them artificially
You have
intelligent.
to go up the waterfall.
Up the waterfall.
Will do. I don't have the Zora armor yet. I can't do that.
Oh, you know about that.
That was spoiled. I'm not bitter.
Oh, that's a shame. 'Cause that's a really cool moment when you know about that.
Do you like my Hector Salamanca impression? You also don't know who that is because you don't watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't watch that show.
It's actually a very, very good show.
People say it's a
that
good
I
show.
think you wouldn't like because people are sometimes bad. And you
Oh,
don't
okay.
like when people are bad.
I mean, obviously the shows that I watch have villains in them, but it's just
No, but I mean, like, the main character
Mm.
is, like, conflicted between
Right.
am I evil or am I good?
right. Yeah,
I'm doing evil things for a good reason, but does that justify it?
sure.
Could you stop
I mean,
raining, please? Could I
It-
get
it's-
suction cups for
so-
my hands?
they wouldn't help on the rocks.
It would. It would make them more sticky.
Not on rock. They're dusty, so they would like dustify. They would like me and my vocabulary, right? I love words. Dustify is a word, right? If you use suction cups on rock, it would make them not stick because they're not.
But
they don't
they're-
adhere to.
But they're
rocky
not.
surfaces.
They're not dusty when it's raining, and they're wet and clean.
I don't know. I wouldn't risk that. Oh.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
What?
Could you please stop raining today?
Go around.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Tuba gotta fall down all day.
So
Babra.
here's the thing. Here's what I did.
Okay.
Because I got like
Oh, hey.
yeah, I really like.
Oh my gosh. Did you see Link's eyeball there for a second?
No, I didn't see it.
So we walked through. I saw his eyeball. Back of his eyeball. Come on! Ah,
No, sorry.
it was there.
All right, I believe you.
No, I swear.
But here's what I did. I got so like inspired by this game, by this little game show that I found, that I turned Siri to Japanese.
Awesome.
So my Siri now is Japanese, and my
What does Japanese Siri sound like? Is it the same voice? Because you know Australian Siri and British Siri are different. They're men. Oh my gosh, it's a cute Siri!
hello Siri, hello, konnichiwa. You respond to me, konnichiwa.
That's an anime Siri.
Let's see. Itazurako.
What does that mean?
What can I help you with?
What'd she say?
What can I help you with?
What did you say?
I said, like a naughty child, just to see what it says.
You just said a naughty child?
Yes.
And she said, what can I help you with?
Yes, because she didn't know she didn't understand what I meant.
How to punish. How do discipline? How to. Kawaii.
Kawaii.
What does that mean? What does that mean, kawaii?
Kawaii
Is that how you say it?
cute.
Kawaii?
Kawaii. Yes.
I always say kawaii.
This is a very important thing that my Japanese teacher stressed to us, because kawaii is cute. Kawaii is scary.
that's a very different.
Very important.
It's very different meaning.
Yeah.
Spider Link.
Spider Link.
Does
very much like a spider.
Spider Link does.
He can't climb surfaces that are really wet.
Pretty sure spiders can do that anyway. Look out!
Look out!
Here comes the Spider Link.
You're doing this. Just go around or whatever.
I can't go around.
Use your indoor voice, please.
I cannot go around.
We don't have a mixer on the microphone.
I cannot go around.
Okay, that's fine. But is there no other way?
No, there's no other way. These are stupid mountains, oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, I want to die. You know what? Why didn't I just freaking teleport to here?
Like I said in an earlier discussion, guys, how could this happen to me? Me of all people. Time to get angry.
This happened
right?
to me. I made a mistake. After I hear that, I always want to sing. It always feels like somebody's watching me.
It's so weird.
But it kind of like flows.
They flow. I understand what you mean. I have a few songs like that when they're not the same song, but they flow enough that.
Sonya just slow claps like Reaper.
So yeah. Slow clap Reaper. Also, I need to do some Overwatch playing because I gotta get some skins, man.
That's really morbid, dude.
The new no.
You gonna like scalp them?
No.
It's really gross. Man.
I think you're no.
Like, I'm actually not cool with. I'm not comfortable with you talking about your weird old Native American habits.
I can
say that because I'm 1/8 Native American. which means that it's impossible for me to be racist towards Native Americans. Why is that how that works in social media? Like, I'm black, so I can make black jokes. I'm Asian, so I can make Asian jokes. I'm vaguely European, so I can make every joke.
I think it has to do with a kind of oversensitivity. Like, how do I put it? It's like you assume that if someone's making a joke about you, that they mean it in a malicious way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever. But that's not necessarily the case, right? Like, people you know for a fact like you and appreciate you as a friend and stuff like that. When they make fun of you and they call you stupid or they make fun of your race or whatever, you kind of go, okay, yeah, I know you don't mean that, right? But I think when it's other people who you don't know make those kinds of jokes, you're like, are you racist, right? You know what I mean? Like, even though it's pretty unfair because
it makes me want to cry.
You can't really impute motive onto somebody unless you know what they mean.
So because I'm your friend, I can say you're a stupid, dumb Italian, and your hair's stupid, and I hate you, and it means nothing.
Well,
see, it's just it's all in jest. Your glasses are stupid. It's in jest. That color looks awful on you. It means nothing.
Well.
Also, that color is not awful on you. I like your glasses and your hair is cool.
Thank you. I am as the
Walks away slowly, putting a crash test dummy in my spot with a note saying "Good night." Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Psycho.
We appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah, man.
And listening in.
Yeah, man.
I like look, my hair and my glasses. Like I am as the Lord made me.
Stupid.
Wow. That's.
I'm sorry. You left it open.
I didn't even think of that. You know, my hair is the way it is because I was designed that way. So, you know, feel bad about that.
Yeah, everyone needs a good laugh every now and then.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I think it is.
I'm just kidding around, man.
Um.
I'm just kidding.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
I thank you.
By the way, I'm kidding. Where do I go? What do I do? I'm kind of stupid. And what do I do? That was my What Do I Do song. That's going to be on iTunes for $10.99. It's going to be a 45-second rendition of that. If you want to go ahead and just like, comment, subscribe, drop my mixtape, that'd be cool. Also, share with all your friends. Also, slam, utterly decimate that like button. We're going for 847 million likes.
Decimate doesn't mean that though.
No, but that's how that's how a lot of YouTubers say it. Like, eviscerate that like button.
Eviscerate that like button. just disembowel that like button. Make
that like button's family not even be able to tell that it's the like button that they know and love.
You see, this is a very important distinction talking about comedy, right? Like, that was a very edgy thing to say, and I think there's a certain line to consider, right? Between
wow, look at that 540 bat. No.
Oh boy, that was loud.
I'm sorry. I thought I was about to lose all my progress again.
You're also gonna get electrocuted.
Shuddy. Shuddy your mouthy. Listen, if Sonia's still here, I think he likes my yelling. Because I like yelling. So therefore, everyone needs to like my yelling. Okay, do we think I can make it up here? No, I absolutely cannot. Please. Weather, please. What is that? Oh, I thought it was a blimp. Can you see it, kind of?
I can see it, yeah. A blimp.
I'm still here and I don't mind the yelling. There you go.
Well, there you go. No, I just want to be mindful
this is pointless,
people, that's all.
I hate myself, and I hate my life.
We do sometimes yell when things get really crazy.
Where
are we going again?
I'm just trying to get a shrine, dude. I'm just trying to get a shrine,
it's very...
I can't, because there's so much freaking rain.
You know...
I can't even wait it out. I can't even make a fire, because this is going to go out.
Yeah.
And it's like, could I just put my sword on the ground and wait? My fire sword? That's kind of like fire.
Mm-hmm. Well, people on the forums and stuff, people were complaining about...
I'm also female. I had a suspicion.
We weren't sure.
Typically...
You know?
We've had other people that have female names that turn out to be guys.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So many a time. So I just made an assumption.
It's a 50-50 shot.
It is 50-50.
So
I am sorry if I've offended you. Please don't leave. I love you. And
but see, no, this is what I'm talking about.
This is the only thing that gives me self-value.
That's not true.
So could you please not leave?
Now, this is what I was talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, if someone were to assume that, we called them a he instead of a she, and they get offended by that, right? But it's not really what was intended.
Okay.
So that's important to consider.
Shrine is
I don't know what I'm saying, but...
You're saying words in the English language.
Yes.
I mean, typically. Sometimes you say other words, like... Konnichiwa.
Makama. Ah, shoot, I screwed it up.
You did it.
I screwed it up. I was trying to say...
What? Oh. Bloodman.
Is it?
And by Bloodman, I mean Bloodman? It's okay, you haven't offended me. Yes, because...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Baka usual.
What? I just got here and it started raining! Get it.
Oh no, I offended Siri!
What? What does that mean?
Bucko Usual is well, I was doing a reference to you, but I accidentally called Siri a dumb friendship.
I'm a dumb friendship to you. That's all I am.
No, it's just because I wanted to see what Siri would say.
Mefuki?
Yes. Octo, can I help you?
I want to.
Choose your words carefully, please. It's very important.
Whatever is making it rain, whatever goddess or god is making it rain in this world, or just weather, just how the world rotates.
However the cosmology works.
I want to go up, and I'll put my finger right in their face, and I'll go, please stop!
Maybe, instead of...
Should I just go here and run the entire way?
See,
is that what I should do?
Well, I mean...
Is that what I should do? Also...
It's very tempting to get angry if something doesn't go your way, right? But...
What do you mean it's not going my way? It's just like I've been trying to get up this one cliff for an hour!
However...
Even the full stam and climbing gear won't help me. Because if I put on the full climbing gear, I'll get frickin' zapped, dog!
We have come up to a certain set of
I want to die.
challenges. You do not.
I want to literally die.
No, you do not.
Oh, look at the nice weather over here. Thanks, Zelda! Getting annoyed because you're fighting Ganon for 100 years? Listen, a man has got to have a lazy Sunday every now and then.
We've come up to a series of challenges.
Why don't you use Rivali's Gale? Because I keep forgetting about it, and thank you for telling me!
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid!
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
so
you,
stupid!
friend.
I'm stupid, you're smart, I'm ugly, you're beautiful. That's how this works. You're big and I'm small. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Oh man.
I'm
Yeah, that was some genuine help from chat there. It's good.
I feel ashamed.
You
especially because I'm consistently the one that's like, what do you mean you keep forgetting to use Cryonis? It's so simple. Don't worry about it.
It's true.
And then I'm like, Rivali's Gale, what's that?
Like Rivali's doesn't exist.
More like Rivali's veil of disappearing. I don't know, it wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Please don't judge me.
I never paid attention to how many Croxies you had. I thought you had 35
what
still.
What do I have?
You have 43 now.
Cool, good for you. I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm lashing out.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm a broken man right now.
Here's the thing. That's fine. I don't deserve to be treated any better than that. You know. I mean, I know that I will be because people love and respect me. But you know, it's okay.
Hey,
I'm not gonna get angry at you.
Where? Where is it?
I feel like I feel like.
Oh, is it this?
I feel like this stream has been very uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been very
for you. It's been a little embarrassing for spending an hour trying to get up a hill when I can just jump.
We spent a lot of time tonight, like expounding upon.
Cass. My fave character other than Beetle. Unlike you, who's like, I just love Purah because she's cute.
Purah's cute. What? Nothing wrong with that.
Where are you, Cass? Where are you, my beautiful bird friend? Iron. Meant to. I don't want to say I am the biggest genius on the planet, but I'm just saying Albert Einstein has nothing on me. I'm just, you know.
From the nadir to the zenith.
It's not
hubris.
Listen. I just want I wanted you guys to really feel like I was being dumb because I wanted to actually bring me down to your level, Mefuki specifically. And I just want to say that I am the smartest human on the planet. And I don't even think I'm bragging because it is just the truth. So I still think this falls underneath humble, as I am basically Dr. Manhattan. I am basically Dr. Manhattan.
That's so hype. That's for real hype.
You ready to see it, boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Nice. We see the headpiece.
I hope the headpiece doesn't look stupid.
We'll see, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I always say I hope it looks cool. Right? Sorry, we get excited when we get armor because it's more significant, I find, than.
And you're welcome for finding this on my own and not needing any help from anyone.
Octo, you got lucky.
I've never once been lucky in my life.
I don't
Everything
believe in
I
luck,
do.
but...
Listen. Luck is just skill that repeats itself.
I don't believe in luck.
I'm just so efficient at everything. See, look, I was lulling you into thinking, oh, maybe Octo is human. Maybe he is just as stupid and dumb as I am. But it's like, no, I'm like on a higher level. I am both here and on Mars at the same time.
Okay, that's enough words from you.
I love my 0 to 60.
Yes.
Just instantly.
Cass is still
Where's
here.
Cass? Yeah, I know.
So.
It's getting quieter.
No, it's getting quieter.
Kokanata.
Kokanata.
Akuna Matata.
There he is.
You should stop playing. You just survived getting hit by lightning.
Oh my goodness. Who are you?
Oh, also.
What?
Are you gonna have different dialogue now that I have the Sheikah Slate and...
Very impressive. Not many could make it up here in such rain. I know. I expect no less from a well-worn traveler like yourself. Me? I stay nice and dry. My feathers repel the rain rather well. And my instrument was designed to withstand extreme moisture. When your livelihood revolves around ancient songs, you've got to be prepared for a few raindrops. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region?
Yep.
Excellent. Without further ado, I've probably already done it. When a lost hero calls down lightning from the sky... Hi, shrine. The monk responds from a giant mound on high. So there was a shrine inside that crag split by lightning. The bolt was so ferocious that I worried I might be struck down myself. I'd say that's worthy of being immortalized in song. Anyway, may the light shine ever on your path.
More like the lightning.
A Song of Storms!
Oh, that's funny.
I really like how they give him different dialogue for when you've already done it. Or whether you haven't done it yet.
I think that's all the shrines in this area.
That mountain looks suspicious.
This one?
No, the bot down by Lurlin.
This one?
Have we been there? Because that looks kind of, you know. I got bored.
So yeah, I mean, I don't want you to feel bad about yourself because you're not me. But I mean, that's a totally normal reaction. So. Yeah.
But yeah, what else?
No, that's okay. It. I don't want to keep ragging on about how I'm a superior human life than you. And I am the closest thing to...
Oh, can you just stop?
A demigod.
Oh,
if you want to use the word demigod.
My goodness.
I mean, what can I say other than you're welcome?
What can I say except you're welcome? For the islands are pulled from the sea. Yeah.
So look, I even made the rain stop.
You did not. You changed regions.
I did not change regions.
Yeah, well, you changed the... You're not in the jungle anymore.
The rainforest.
Whatever, rainforest. Dodemoi.
Whatever that means. I'm sure that was an insult.
Dodemoi?
Yeah.
Dodemoi means whatever.
That's a lot of syllables for whatever. I still need to see that movie. Moana's so good.
Oh, you knew the reference, yeah.
To be fair, I have not seen Frozen.
Yo, I haven't seen Frozen. I have a preference for, like, Broadway musical type songs. And I felt like the Frozen soundtrack was more, like, poppy. Like, popular music style. So, my absolute favorite... people who know me know this. My absolute favorite Disney movie is Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love the music in that, it's brilliantly layered and has lots of choral and orchestral work. It's very, very impressive. But I'm definitely more inclined to Broadway
Ducks
type style music. Moana does some really good things with musical styles. There's like one song that Moana sings that's very a little poppy, but it's not overpowering to me.
Which one's that?
It's the one that she sings.